Amadi Kendi bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-emenwu ya. Daalụkwa ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke, ekene nwanyị. Wee sị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Asị m mmiri ata na m azụ anwụna. Nke onye chụrụ onye azụ elu. Anyị abịago n'ụbọchị nke taata ka anyị gbasa ozi ọma Chineke. Ozi ọma nnwere onwe. Ozi ọma restoration of Biafra and the total disintegration of that contraption called Nigeria. Ọ ha ịbịa n'ụbọchị nke taata. And kunu ma anyị abịala here ka unu like anyị ọ ka unu bịa kụba alụmaka. Ihe m bịa here ka m zie ozi ọma Chineke. Before ngaba n'iru, ọ bụrụ na ọtata bụ izi na-esonyelu m. Afa mbụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1 in Biafra land. And we are here to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not here to please anyone or to make you like us. And I must greet the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, whom I call Ikukuana Afanya, the breeze that you can see. I greet every one of you, and I greet the Eastern Security Network, ESN. I say, may Chukwu Abia Moye Primi Henine continue to protect you people and continue to grant you the maximum protection as you step out for the battlefield. You shall go and come back. Say, may Chukwu Abia protect you all. Also, may Chukwu Abia protect Maazị Achebe Paul. MAP Eziokubundo 1. As you are joining, please endeavor to invite the Biafrans and friends and family, lovers of freedom, including the enemies. Invite everyone so that we will reason like brothers and sisters. We will reason and have interactive section. And also, we will reason to put 1 or 2 together so that those who have not waken up, they need to wake up. And I need to remind Biafrans and lovers of freedom, those that says that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is their leader, those that says that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is their mentor, those that says that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is their savior, those that sees Maazị Nnamdi Kanu as Messiah. I want to remind every one of you today that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is still passing torture, still in the DSS dungeon. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is still under captivity, under the hands of the enemy. And the Maazị Nnamdi Kanu health condition is nothing to write home about, I must tell you. And he needs a complete medical attention from his personal doctors, not from the DSS. And I must remind Biafrans and lovers of freedom that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu have been abandoned in the hands of DSS. If he give up today, a lot of you will come and say he have failed you, he have betrayed, he have taken money. But for complete how many years now? All of us are busy going about our business. All of us are busy doing our own things. We are not thinking about what will make him to come out. Everywhere is becoming quiet, silent. People are now moving on as if nothing happened. Remember, I remember the only man who can never abandon Maazị Nnamdi Kanu regardless of anything that is involved. And I can never say my conscience or allow his preaching to go down. Not under my watch. I must tell you people. And I want our people to know that the detention, the continued illegal detention of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu lies in the hands of Biafrans. Until we rise up to demand for his release, he shall be released. But if we don't demand for his release, he can only be released if Chukwu Abia say let him be free, or else if he betrayed the struggle. But if you want the freedom to come and for him not to betray, it is left for us to fight for his release. I keep on saying it. We have not done enough. We have not done enough. On this note, I will go straight to the topic. Before I proceed, let me recommend the first commenters. Jane Amandi, I greet you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you and bless your household. Ike Chukunaj, I also greet you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every one of you who are there to watch. Please, I urge you to share the program and invite the rest people. The topic we are going to treat this evening. Thank you. The topic we are going to treat this evening is the failure of the leadership. The failure of the leadership. Now, we have seen the leaderships. We have seen a lot of leadership failed woefully. We have seen a lot of leadership who have failed in different areas. And when we say the failure of the leadership, you will now check which country are you? And is your leadership in your country, are they performing well, or have they failed you, or they are doing great? Now we are going to look into the leadership of the Federal Republic of that zoo, the contraption called Nigeria. And we are going to look into the failures of how they failed, what led to their failures, how did they fail their people. The failure of the leadership to their people, that is the topic, the failure of the leadership to their people. Because a lot of you are shouting, Nigeria is not working. The question now is, how did Nigeria stop working? Who made Nigeria to stop working? What is the failure? Remember, the last topic I treated was the effect of the bad leadership. Today, you know, that very topic was, I must tell you, if you are not mature-minded, you can't be in this platform, because I am MAP Ezioku Bundu. We say nothing but the truth here, and we don't fight emotional fight. We tell you how it is. If we are wrong, we tell you we are wrong. If we are right, you can talk whatever you want to talk. We will tell you that we are right. That's why I keep on saying it. Person like me, I don't owe you any apology. If you are waiting for my apology, please go and dig your grave, because you wait until you join that with your ancestors. You will never see that. I am MAP. I was born to be great and say the truth regardless of who is involved. Now, before I proceed to the main problem or the main program why I am here, I want to remind IPOB Media Warrior that they are going down on a daily basis. This fire is no longer there. What is happening, my fellow comrade? What is going on? Why the silent? Where is the spirit? If you people keep on going silent, who are the people that are going to wake the spirit up? Who are the people that are going to ginger our people? It is called media warrior. You don't need to go and sleep. You don't need to backslide. You don't need to go down. You don't need to go mute. If that thing that make you to go mute, you know that is wrong, please speak it out. Don't allow yourself to be intimidated to the extent of going silent. A lot of you are now confused because there is no IPOB Media Warrior you can attack. There is no Maza Chabepo you can attack. There is no person again you can attack. Now, it is time to focus on Nigeria government. I said this in my previous broadcast, and I want to see that media warriors as of when Mazina Mkan was with us. I want to see all of you. I don't want to mention a name, but a time will come, I will mention all of you name who have now went silent. You must continue speaking. It is a must. You must. It is a duty. All of you must join hands. Vibrant. That is why I hate anyone who have not directed his or her program to Nigeria government. You don't need to be a media warrior on how to bring one IPOB principal officer down or how to bring a Maza Chebepo media warrior down. No. You need to show your strongness and your focus on our enemy. The real enemies are at work. They have not relent. Why are we relenting? Why are we going mute? Why are we going silent? Do you know the reason? I know you know. You can't hear it from my mouth. Nnemeka, greet you. G-Man, Chikwado, Ekenekwamge. Now, let's go. The failure of the leadership. Now, our people. Are you aware that there is no any leadership in the world, around the world, that can fail without the people without the people they are leading failing first before them? And when any leadership will fail without the people they are leading first fail themselves. The people must fail themselves before any leadership can fail them. If the people don't fail themselves, it is very hard for any leadership to fail, because the leadership leads the people and the people are there to correct the leadership. Why the leadership are leading them? The correction must be coming from the leadership. Why did Nigerian leadership failed woefully? Why is there is no any part of the leaders in that contraption called Nigeria that is functioning? The reason is because, oh boy, mind your business. Oh boy, you are talking too much. What led to the failure you are seeing today in Nigeria government, in the entire country? When you talk about Nigerian police, their leadership is failure and the police is nothing to write home about. You check the military, the leadership of the military are failure and the military has nothing to write home about. You check the political leaders, all of them are failures. Then you check the Nigerian citizens, I mean Nigerian youth, you will see that Nigerian youth are also a failure to themselves. There is nothing to write home about. Now, you check the navies, they are also a failure. You check the people, they are also a failure. You check all the ramifications, what make the Nigerian leaders, you see that all of them are failures. Now, the Nigerian people fail themselves because Nigeria failed to rise up against their leader in order to correct their leader, in order to make their leader to be strong, because your leader can fail when corruption comes in. Like the way a lot of you now, you don't want to hear about your own leadership. When they talk about your own leadership, you are ready to fight instead of you to sit down to check if your own leadership is failing. For you to tell them, oh, you people are failing it here. You need to put fire here. You need to work here. You need to step up your game at these areas. These areas are going down. It will affect us. A lot of you can never correct that. Don't have the ball to correct. Now, come to the churches, the same thing. The reason why the pastors and the reverend fathers, their own failure to preach the gospel, what the Bible said to them, is because of corruption. And the church followers are also failure to themselves. You understand it? Now, I want to bring a video that we will now be using as we will analyze it so that you will ask yourself, so that you will understand what we are saying. We are not here for saga. I have told you people, if you are not mature-minded person, please avoid my platform. This is 2024. We have done a lot of saga, a lot of mistakes in 2023, 2022, and 2021. No, 2021, no. 2022, yes. But this year, I have already taken it upon myself to correct a lot of impression. I want to keep it the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kept it before he was kidnapped. And I want to assure those people that sold Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for them to know that you cannot enjoy the money. Let us bring this video to the screen. And I want to use it as a point of contact video I am doing.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. This route we are is the bandit route. From Oshafa, from here now, we move straight, we walk along the road, we have covered the road. From here now, they go to Pape. From Pape, they will enter into area like Maitama or Asokoro. So eventually when they pick somebody, this is the route we are in now. If they pick somebody from Maitama or Asokoro, or that area, Pape, they will go towards the back of Pape. If we follow this road now, we follow straight, we will go along with you, we will enter Pape. You will be surprised.
Now, I want to pause it here. This is the IG of police. Now, when I tell you that the failure of leadership starts from the masses, a lot of you will not understand it. Now, the police, the bandits, the criminal Fulani oligarchies, they are kidnapping people in the federal territory of the contraption called Nigeria. Now, the police, who is also the people aiding the criminals, the kidnappers, they now told you people that they discovered the route in which the bandits are passing. Remember, this route now is not the bandit route. This is a farmer's route. Now, but the question now is, according to the police IG with the policemen who are in charge of this very issue, according to them, they now went to underground or whatever, they make their investigations according to them, and they discovered that the bandit always pass through this route after kidnapping or before kidnapping. Now, what did the police do? Instead of them to mount their men inside the bushes in order to ambush this bandit and bring them to book, and they take them down, they now go and gather NTA News, Channel TV, all the whole internet, Arise, and all of them. They now went to the place to announce to the Fulanis, to announce to the bandits that, oh, we have discovered this your route. Stop passing this route. You can now create a new route, because the villagers, the people, the masses have already reported this route to us, and the intel is overwhelming. Now we cannot do anything. Rather, we will now make it open. But the masses who are supposed to revolt against police for this very step they took now, they are there clapping that the police have done them a good job, knowing fully well that what police have done here is a sabotage to their own operation. It's a sabotage to the masses. It's a sabotage on the military. It's a sabotage on any security force that want to combat or want to focus, arrest or hold those bandits. The police have already sabotaged it by coming on air and the video this road to announce to them, because all of you might think, now you as an ordinary individual, police is telling you this thing. For what use is for you? Are you going to go and carry gun to block it? The answer is no. You cannot go there and carry gun. Now, why is the police telling the masses? We think that's why I tell you, when there is time to correct your leaderships, the leaderships are not perfect, they are human beings. But the corrupt leadership knows what they're doing. Now, can I get these people to, because they told you that they have discovered the route, they have discovered this thing. A lot of you today, when you hear your leadership name, they are not doing it right. Oh, you're attacking the leadership. You are, because you don't know what leadership is all about. You don't know the things that lead to the failure of leadership. The leadership can only fail when the masses fail, when the people they are leading fail. Once the masses did not fail, any leadership that is about to fail, the masses will remove the person and they replace the person with another person that has the capacity to be moving forward. That is why you see America great today, because American leadership are there for their citizens to correct them. Anytime they come out in protest, the leadership of Americans always pay attention to the people protesting. If you check UK, the same thing is applicable. You check all the Western world, the country that are civilized, you will see that they listen to their leadership. Their leadership listen to them. But in your case, you don't want anyone to talk to your leadership, because for your mind, your leadership is perfect. Your mind, your leadership is so mini no west. Your mind, your leadership knows it all. Oga, nobody knows it all. Any leadership that don't listen to the people they are leading are failure. They will lead, they will fail. And any people who don't know when to stop their leadership from failure will also get failure. Your action today determined how your leadership function. When you feel less concerned towards your leadership will give you failure. Now, can I get this man?
How we will descend into Maitama. This is their route. What we have done here is to do a lot of deployments on the route because we have a lot of intelligence at our disposal. This is one of their biggest routes. That we are inside their route now.
Now, he said that he is telling the bandits because he is not telling Nigerians. This video now is in the palms of the bandit that is passing this road. And he told you people that what they want to do is to deploy more troops. Now, they are now telling the bandits to prepare more ammunitions because if they pass this route, they are going to encounter them. And they need to prepare themselves in order to take them out because the people they are going to position in this bandit route are the Christian militaries, Christian police, the Biafran armies and the Biafran people serving Nigerian armies, and the Igbos, the Jaws. And they are now telling the bandits to prepare. We are going to deploy a lot. Now, you said, according to you, that this is one of their routes. In other words, you are now telling them to pass another route. You are now informing them. Do you understand it now? Do you understand it? That is what led to the leadership failure. Because if the masses have risen up, if the masses rose up now and say, no, this leadership have failed us, we cannot tolerate this, we cannot take this, believe you me, the leadership, these people will be removed because they are not capable. They lead to the failure. But because of they have kept silent, the masses have kept silent, these people that is leading them will continue leading them. The people will continue leading in failure because the people who they are leading in failure are not complaining. Today, if you ask any Nigeria about their leadership, they say that one concern them. Forget that one. Because you don't care about your leader. When you don't care, you will be filled with failures. Now, in which area can you now quantify or explain the leadership of that very zoological republic of animals? That's very contraption. You cannot, because they have failed woefully. The question now is, what lead to their failure? What lead to their failure is the masses, the citizens who fail themselves, who don't know what they want, who don't know how to fight for their rights, who don't know how to stand before their leaders and tell them, come, yes, we put you people there. You people are our leaders. We understood that you people are our leaders, but this is not the reason why we put you people there. Jack Okeke chairman ke join am na program. I made the program. I'm on a comment section. I do question on them kai. Anahama as a question the kai. You are listening to me now. Jim which leadership in kai. Oh yeah, the moon which leadership. Both the leadership, okay, both them, any leadership you are not getting yen nabagi. Okay, since my message in the leadership the get the message into the message is important. No care the leadership can refer. Because in well Google the meaning of leadership. Na there agwago munu. I want matured mind in a platform apple. I prefer only one person who have brain than 1 million animals in the name of human form. Okay, if you are here, in any comment, you actually need intelligent. I don't want to insult any person, please. I only want to
They pass through here. Is it through vehicle, bicycle, or motor?
We have a lot of motorcycle. As we go now, you will see. If they pick somebody, you will see where they used to keep their motorcycle. Once they use leg and drag the person into where they park their motorcycle, they use this route.
Yes.
So this route is through their motorcycle. Some farmers equally use this route to go to their farm. They now utilize it with their motorcycles. to go through. This is where we are now.
So there's DSS facility around here. So how come these people using this place?
No, please. I got that.
What I know is that this is a kidnappers route, a bandit route. So as we go along, we will check where they are.
So when the operations will last for how long, sir?
It has no end. We will have to secure Abuja very well and its boundary areas. We went to Niger, we went to Kaduna area. We are heading towards Nasarawa. Before I was called, we are doing complete combing and complete picking and complete surveillance.
The IGP has made necessary development to...
Now, let us pause it here. Do you know that this is the police leadership have failed woefully? The leadership of police at this juncture, have failed, because if the police have an effective leadership, a leadership that is functioning, this video they made here shouldn't be made. And the people now are supposed to protest against this video to show the Nigerian police that the leadership, the structure, and the command have failed them. As an intelligent police, intelligent they are, if they are smart enough, you discovered a bandit route. You don't need to video or make any public announcement towards it. What you need to do is to mount your men mount. Men mount, oh, then he waits here for the bandits to come forward. When the bandits will come to kidnap, you ambush them, you capture them. Now, do you see the leaders, the police leadership being failed in their plans? The question now is, how did they got to this level? They got to this level because the first time the policeman took bribe, or the first time these things happen, a lot of people that are into police will protect them. Today, they are killing a lot of police. Police has no value again in that contraption. Their life is useless. They are killing them anyhow. The Nigerian bandits, sponsored bandits in Nigeria, are killing them because the people who are supposed to rise against these things, they keep quiet. They say, oh, if we talk about police leadership now, what will the masses say? The people will laugh at us. They will now laugh us. Oh, they will mock us. So they will talk about us. So they now failed to start protecting police leadership. Now they have protected police leadership. By protecting the police leadership, they have failed themselves. Because the more you protect corruption, the more you lead to failure. The more you protect failed leadership, the more you give them the more courage to fail. Now, do you know that the bandits now have the bandits are now aware of this police plans? It's like you are telling your enemies your plans ahead, and they will now use it against you. Like, that's why I am against we talking our plans ahead. We need our action to be speaking about our plan. Although we don't have any action now. We don't have a Malum plan because we need to be seeing something before you say something. Because a mouthful, and that is why a lot of us are ashamed of coming on air. Because someone else hear me for you can't. A lies can only stand the test of time. That's why a lot of people are joining politicians today. What will you have to say? Nothing. Now, I could check better. Now, if that in a Nigerian police, from the police, normal sergeants, normal corporals, normal everybody who protect that image of police, knowing fully well that if they come out in mass to protect or to speak out, to talk about the way the police are being corrupted, there will be a correction. But they protected against what people will say. Today, it have landed them in a mess that Nigerian police don't have image, not to talk of protecting names again. They have already destroyed themselves from bribing and corruption everywhere. They tell you that a bail is free, but you will pay. Everything they tell you can't. Now, tell me, what evidence do you need to know that the Nigerian police are the one protecting Fulanis? Can I get on this video?
Deployment to assist FCT command. It got a time that people felt that the headquarters even was the one in charge of FCT. They've forgotten FCT as a command. But we noticed that there is that need for the force headquarters to give support to the FCT command. And that's why the IGP launched the Special Intervention Squad. That will be the second state or command that will enjoy that. The first was done on 29th of December 2023 on the Plateau, in Plateau State, to support the people in that state. They have mapped out these routes, linking up to Kaduna, part of Niger, Nasarawa, and Kogi command. So we have shown you this, and the CP Bennett Igwemenai, the one in charge of this special operation in Federal Capital Territory, is the one that just addressed you. But
now, when I told you people that the people that will die on this route are the Christian Igbo, do you hear the name? The person in charge of the operation, Bernard Igwemena or CP Igwemena, something like that. That is an Igbo man. And that is the reason they now inform the Fulanis to be aware that they have deployed their food. The people they will kill, they will slaughter this police, and the Nigerian news will not carry it. But guess what? I am not against them slaughtering them. What I am against is that when you people supposed to speak out, when you people supposed to come speak for people to help you, you protected them in the name of you are protecting the image of your leadership. In the name you don't want the police to be robbed in the mood. Now they are not only robbed in the mood, they are now robbing in Potopoto. And I rob Hana Potopoto. Manuna ma what if I call alone? As a policeman, continue protecting police leadership. As a politician, continue protecting APC. As a this, continue on. Never you listen to anything any person can say. Continue protecting, because the more you protect, the more they that is what have led to the failures of every structure, every leadership in Nigeria today. That is what have led to the failure of the suffering and smiling of the Nigerian citizen, because people are protecting him. Hope Uzodinma, people are protecting him. Talk about Hope Uzodinma in Imo State. Ndimo Gatagi Kabacha. The Imolite love Hope Uzodinma like tomorrow no day. Now, who are you? How will you not say, but they are dying? That is the failure. The masses, there is no any leadership that failed today without the people who are supporting them not being a failure. Because you fail to correct the leadership, that is why you are now suffering their failure. Remember, when a leadership failed, the people that suffer the failure of the leadership are the people that are leading. Now, the police the people that will suffer for this nonsense the police are doing are the police corporals, all the sergeants, all this year in the 35 rounds of bullets. Their wife turned to widows. They lose all their family. That is why I manage to put here now leadership as if now my message include your own leadership in freedom fight. Even if you are the freedom fighting, is he exceptional? Are they not a failure in the leadership too? Was Zirike leadership, where is it today? Didn't they fail? Or as Biafra Zionist movement, didn't they fail? As if your own leadership is God. Ana kamalom kawa people and ojikwamazin they can do ML profile picture. Unquestionably the intelligent, the matured, reasonable. Okay, actually could all IPOB leadership. A man had the perfect. You are a madman. Don't say that in my platform. Nobody is perfect, not even me. Even Mazinam Dekan is not perfect. Nobody is above mistake. And if you cannot make that correction, you will be lead to failure. And everybody will suffer it. I'm on a put here now say if you can love what the leadership or Nekam hard even a reason. All this thing, yeah, can't you that Makachi will a lot of lunatic in IPOB and with a lot of bingo in IPOB. Amalom Kunuji reason at times. Una cheta abatana freedom, maybe Abiana Quakanes and Iguada can have it. I Quaka Yakol freedom fight. If but this movement without brain, it got empty. It push everything in a drum guess. In a bad jum na type of nonsense now. Oh, and we quite cannot as a hardcore. Why hang a hand on him struggle? You say, I'm Keka the Biafra Gejibia. How will we now restore Biafra with this kind of mentality? Why things won't be stagnant when we have a lot of Olodos? hero worshippers. Notice me, hardcores. When you are, instead of you to go out there to do your work, instead of you to do things, each channel by idea will fake account. Na tell me as if I'm the full comment. A na-ekwu okwu dị ndụ ndị nwere anya na-apụtakwa na-ekwu okwu mgbe ihe mma na-abịa in the next few days is referendum ọ bụla sọsọ referendum ụmụ mgbada na na-ege no this olodo ntị. But the question you are doing now, have the people in the their people, have they risen up? Can you get the video unstopped?
Message the IGP is passing out now is that you are going to see our men hands to the teeth. They are to protect you. Respect them. Do not attack them. Share information with them. If you don't share information with them, the job might not be so smooth for them. So we want to assure you and reassure the residents of the Federal Capital Territory that it is now the peace has come. And we are assuring other neighboring states that the IGP is going to replicate what he has done in FCT and in Plateau State. His intention of the IGP is to have SIS in all the 36 states. So we have 2 done already. We are talking of 35 commands more. He's going to get across to Niger, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Benue, Kogi, and other places like that. If you are flushing them out of FCT, we don't want them to assemble in any of the neighboring states. And that's why the battle will be taken to all those places. And we want to assure Nigerians very, very soon we get rid of all these hand bandits that are causing pains, sorrows, agonies to innocent Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Guinea Nigerian people, the bandits that the Nigerian army, Nigerian army cannot confront, is the Nigerian police will confront them and succeed. But the Nigerians who are supposed to rise up for revolution, they are hoping that the Nigerian police are getting it right. Since these people have captured a lot of states, and the Nigerian army are nowhere to be found, they have already reduced Nigerian army to number 0. Between Nigerian army and Nigerian police, who is more strong in terms of combating terrorists or going for war? The Nigerian army cannot fight the terrorists. Now they have already read Nigerian people. They know that they know what they want to hear. They now say, oh, the Nigerian police have given us the assurance they are going to confront them. This thing, Umejiego, now, the Nigerian people cannot ask these people, how do you people intend? The solution to this, the people that are killing you people, they want to take over the land. In other words, the Nigerian police and Nigerian army have demonstrated that they cannot protect you people. Okay, Chukwani, write your name now. Ashim from camp. Munaga no Kanogo camp and Memife camp. Write your name with your full name. Okay, Chongwala nde nazo ge Chukwani na mma. Write your name. Stop behaving like here there. Kamalonyi bu. Shim from camp. Yes, and the man camp. I don't go na camp mbada. Write your real name if you have a real name. Don't come to my comment section to write rubbish before block. I'm here. If you run, getting about Nigeria government, it rise up. Nigerian citizens, it rise up. Ima that now. Come, these things your people are doing. It's no longer the work which. Neya know about revolution is the solution. These people want to take our land. Nigerian police cannot be deceiving you because they prove near here. But can I check out the video? Okay, that is the end of the video, right? Now, can I tell you the place? Unu mana ana shown and I know here be the play they show. Can I tell the video? Kuno for the repercussion of belief in Nigerian police. When you overbelieve in your leadership, knowing fully well that your leadership represents failure, you will also put yourself in a big mess. Now, get on this video. Listen to this video.
Mangu local government. I'm here to report the situation in Mangu local government to the whole world to understand what is happening in Mangu at this particular point in time. The military are the ones sending our people away to allow the militia to burn their houses. At this particular point in time, they have sent every Christian away from the new market, and thereby leaving the Muslims to go and burn their houses. They set the curfew. The curfew is restricted to only people within Mangu, within the Christian domain. But in the Muslim domain, they are free to move and do whatever they want.
Now, I believe you people listen to the policemen telling you people, announcing that they have discovered the route where the bandits are passing, and they are going to put this in Plateau and in the Niger, in Abuja, and this. Now, this man here is telling you that the police are actually the ones guiding the Fulanis. You have you seen the reasons why they are now announcing to the bandits that people are complaining on the where they because we will come there and you know that we cannot fold our hands to be watching you people. We will pretend as if we are here, but now we start passing on another road. That is how it all started. That is how it was, their game. Because these people are the one protecting the Fulanis. These people are the one giving the Fulani the real destiny. They are masquerading our people. Listen to here.
And not only that, the military has killed 3 of our young men, in which I know one is from my own church. They killed one yesterday. And I reported to the security. He said that it was a fake soldier. At first he said I was lying. Until I proved to him beyond a doubt. Then finally he said it was a fake soldier. I said no, it's not a fake soldier. It's a real soldier who killed him. Soldier no soldier. I said no, it's a soldier that killed him. Finally they made signal to the soldier and he disappeared from the scene. This thing go on and on. Now that I'm speaking to you, all of them are switched off their phone and they allow the place to be burned down and raised by the people. And this is what is going on even now that I'm speaking to you. People around in Gindri Junction, down from this side, Lagiri side, down there, their houses are now at place because the soldiers protected them and they allowed them to burn people's houses. They are not doing anything about it. So we in Mangu local government, as far as Christians are concerned, we don't want the military in Mangu local government. They should park at their lot and go. We don't want them. We don't need them and we don't want them because it's a.
When we talk about the failure of the leadership, now this Bangu local government have people, they have citizens. They have local government chairman. They have a senator representing the constituency. They have a house of assembly where their own is under. They have everything. But the question now is, why can't the people say enough is enough? Do you see that the people have already failed themselves before the leadership failed them? The leadership in this local government, in this particular area, have failed because the people failed to demand, to rise up, to question their leaders, to question their leadership. Have you seen it? Because they say, oh, it's my governor, Katawai for governor, the governor in Ebuka. Remember, this place now, the governor of the Plateau State came from that very area. Now, will the governor and her leadership or his leadership act if the people did not rise up? If the people keep silent and say that the governor is supposed to know it all, and say that the police Mr. Knowers, and say that they are perfect, the leadership puts your trust, you see that the people that are dying are the poor masses, because the poor masses have failed to recognize that their leader is a failure. The same way some of you now is ready to protect rubbish in the name of your protecting leadership. You don't protect failures, you fight failures for it to be corrected. And that is why I am outstanding. That is why I am MAP, Eziokwu Bundo 1 in Biafra land. I cannot protect a failure. I cannot say, oh, because of what people will say, I start protecting failures. No. I will tell the people that are failing me, guy, you people are failing, oh, correct this or you move out. The only thing that can save these people now is for them to rise up, demonstrate to their leadership that their leadership have failed them, demonstrate to the local government chairman that he and his leadership have failed them, demonstrate to the Mr. Governor that he have failed them, and demonstrate to the Nigerian army that they have failed them, demonstrate to the Nigerian police that you have failed them. But the more you keep on one single person, sorry for that, one single person complain, they will not shut him up. Only this man is complaining. Only this man. Where are the others? Others are busy protecting the government. Others are busy protecting the leadership, the same way you are protecting your own leadership now. All of you in different leadership. Some of you now in Cameroon, you are protecting your leadership. In Niger Republic, you are protecting your leadership. In Anambra State, you are protecting your leadership. In Biafra struggle, you are protecting your leadership. In Autopilot, you are protecting your leadership. In all the leaders, you know, all of you are protecting the leader. Knowing fully well that a lot of leadership have corrupted, instead of to work on them and tell them, okay, these things are not done like this. You are waiting, or you are ashamed of what other people might say. Okay? What people say doesn't matter. What matters is the result and the correction. If you people can make the correction, there is nothing people will say. Olili said that instead of laugh, we laugh his head in the pot of soup. Let the laugh the road that he run with the hunter. Come on, chigachi shienya n'imi ite ofe ka ọchịcha ụzọ nyana dinta ji wee gba ọsọ o ji wee mee escape. I better be a confused man than defend a failure. That's why I see anyone defending Nigerian leadership, but a patriotic Nigeria as in the normal onwefa. You do why are you defending Nigeria now? The person cannot tell you. What have you achieved since you become a Nigerian? The person cannot tell you. Now, this man is telling you that the communities, the bandits that came to attack them, are being protected by Nigerian military, are being protected by the Nigerian police. What is holding these people not to rally themselves out and they say enough is enough for Nigerian military? They must pack out of our land and they form their own indigenous people's vigilante. But when these people make this move now, you will see a lot of people protecting the leadership of these people that have already failed. They will say, oh, you can't know more than the government. How do you tell? But I tell you, without the military, any day the military go out of your vicinity, that day you start enjoying the referendum and the freedom of your state. The terrorists and the bandits are the Nigerian military, because the Nigerian military are Boko Haram. They are bandits. They are the Fulanis. There is no difference. Now, this man, as a Christian, have been battling and fighting. You that is ready to fight for Zion, all of you that is defending Ebukobi, this is a place you need to show your muscles. This is a place you need to show, yes, you are fighting for Christ, but to show that you have failed, as the Christian leaders have also failed you. The Christian leadership have failed woefully. They have shown that corruption is what they care for. Now, those such goers and George Ndejimezu are now leading to their death, because there is no Ebukobi to speak for what is happening in Plateau State, in Bagu. There is no Oyekilome to speak. There is no Suleiman. There is no Ebube Monso. There is no Kuka. There is no Mbaka. There is no any Christian leader. Those that tell you we are in the Makaboli frame or whatever. My father Oloma, my father Chef Raf, my Rif Raf, my father Badamam, father Enne, my father Tokpolo, my father Eju. All these people are nowhere to be found, because the indigenous Christian in the Bagu are now subjected to their own death. But because the Christian leadership have failed, because the people who call themselves Christianity refuse to speak, when the Reverend Father killed somebody or rape a person, the Christianity will go and defend it, telling you that touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Today, the Fulani have using the weakness of the Christian leadership to make sure that the Christianities are wiped out. Now, do you expect me, who is not a Christian, to start fighting? Where is Donald Azubike, who said that he is a radical Christian? Let him go and show his radicality in Bagu, where the Fulani Muslim people are killing them. You cannot see any of them. These are the failure of the leadership to their people. You first of all failed your leadership by not complaining, by not correcting them, by not telling them their failures, by not into Hanjohaniru. You now protected their image. You will pay with your own life. You will pay with your own life. Ask Mazop how market. They will tell you when they failed to stand by the side of Wazirike. Because a lot of you, I have come to see the reason why I cannot attack Wazirike again. Because it's like the way they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. All of you abandon him. You are only remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can only remember him any day the court case is approaching, or any day the lawyers come out and tell you that the health condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not okay. You will saw the whole social media. Everybody will be typing. Will the typing save him? Many of you fold your hands now. Some of you are waiting. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he will say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have failed you. But what are you doing to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not fail you? What are you doing to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a leader will not fail? Because it's easy for us to say the leadership have failed, the leader have failed. We say, oh, the leaders have failed, but you never knew that you are the one who contributed to their failure. Your way will make the leaders not to fail. When you stand strong with the leaders, and when you become the people that correct your leadership, tell them, no, we are failing here and we cannot afford to fail. You are the one to make your leaders not to fail. If not, your leaders will fail. And any leader that fails is the poor masses and the people they are leading that will suffer it. The leadership will go unpunished, but you as the follower who watch your leader fail will suffer times millions. But when people like me, MAP, Ezioku Bundu, one in Biafra land, say this, you will see it in another way. Instead of you to put on your cap of reasoning, you now remove your brain. Attack, because in your thinking faculty, you don't reason well. If you reason well, you will know how to stand on your leadership. You will know how to correct your leadership. You know what to tell your leadership the truth. Now, the TB Joshua issue now, a lot of Christianity is defending it. In other words, they are encouraging other church leaders to commit the same crime, because by defending TB Joshua, automatically you are now encouraging others to commit the same crime because your children will defend them. Look at the one they are calling the founder of Living Church Mission, Zachariah or whatever. People are now telling you that this man molests them, this man raped them, this man sleep with married women, this man have scattered a lot of marriage and to take over the wife and threaten to jail their husband after taking. But you now, you are still seeing it. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. That have led to the failure of Christianity. And that was the reason why Islam is more stronger in the world today, because Islam, as an imam, he go out of the control. Another person that is not imam will correct him. If he refuses to take correction, he will cut off his head. That is the correction. He don't care about if he is the leader. But he don't want that leadership, because one person corruption, protect it. You will not escalate that corruption to a lot of corruption. Radical media. I greet you watching. When you see people who has the boldness to speak, most especially when they have leadership that is questionable, you should encourage them and monitor them to show that this person is speaking with pure heart, not those that they are paid to attack leadership. There is difference when you are paid to attack the leadership and when somebody is correcting the leadership out of love, out of passion, out of he or she don't want that very leadership to fail. Because any leadership that fails, the shame will be on the followers, most especially those that have defended him. Today, how many people will knock their chest and say that I defended Buhari? Do you know how many people who defended Buhari? But are you aware that today a lot of people cannot be bold enough to tell you I defended Buhari, because the Buhari leadership failed. And the Buhari leadership failed because the people Buhari was leading failed woefully to rise up. Now, if this church living faith or whatever, if he after committing all these atrocities now and die, maybe that will be when the BBC will go and do documentary. But the question now is, why can't the church people rise up? Listen to this man first. You can't like me. I am totally different. And when the spirit, one name will I'm just here for what I restore Biafra. We have not gotten Biafra. So you don't need to clap for me. You don't need. That's why I'm calling other medias to rise up. The battle ahead of us are very heavyweight. And the way our media warriors are going silent, we automatically, if I tell you now that IPOB media warriors are losing the battle, you will say, man, you don't speak that way. But with what we are seeing now, they are losing. They need somebody who will tell them that you people are losing this battle. The IPOB media warrior under the Directorate of State are losing on a daily basis. But I know a lot of you will not be bold enough to say it, because in each can had the call. Each ali offend the mother. But a person like me, if I tell you now, you will attack me. How can a week no media warrior will be vibrating for a full week? All the whole media warrior will go silent and then test us on the radio Biafra. What of Ike was sending on our radio Biafra? That is to tell that something is wrong somewhere. And that thing that is wrong somewhere need to be corrected. Because if that thing is corrected, the spirit will return back. The spirits are no longer there with them. Attack. The spirit of media warrior. It's not corruption and the wrong direction. They need to fix some certain things together. And that is only when you can see them bounce back. The spirit have left many of us, but you will never notice it. But there is a lot of correction need to be made. And I love my people. I battle online. Can for a media warrior online. I remember when there was when they gang up against Methuselah wanted Melchizedek. Since Methuselah, Naya Hona, How many people take that position? He didn't have broadcast every day. Don't bring down the man that is only him standing. Odiloma. Look, a lot of you will be saying, oh, Mercy, that's it, you hate. And when any person known at this IPOB, love IPOB more than the MAP, or love any person non IPOB more than me, I will be the last person that will hurt any person in IPOB. We can quarrel, have issue, but say hurting you. I can tell you when I get out of this, but blood of an IPOB member can never. It's a vow. I can never betray. Like a sabotage, I can never betray you. That is me. Oath is very powerful. That is why a lot of you are. The failure of leadership to the people. The leadership cannot fail the people without the people failing the leadership. For leadership to fail you, automatically you failed yourself and you fail the leadership. A lot of you have failed the leadership in one way or the other. This thing, the media warrior are keeping silent now, can also make the leadership to fail. But they never knew. Because the leadership, Hana for the light, the gingering of the media warrior, it will make them to act more. It is an energy, a bonus to them. But going down is already a failure. I hope which the leadership I am talking will come and tell me you are attacking IPOB media warrior for telling them the truth. MAP is Yokubundo. That okwa hina asanya na ama akwe bu mu aga ekwe. And then nothing will happen because Eziokwu enwelo boundary. Eziokwu has no boundary. Obulo guy name. Oh natarachi. Another water freedom noji. Another water noji. Obu na water noji onye ndo ma na ebe ono. Nwopute 1 million 1,000 euro. Welie goji. Awachi ebe niile n'ọjị na ọjị wagbuo ma ndị mmụọ. So person like me, nna agwa gị okwu, anara m agwa gị out of jealous because abịara m ka ịzụ ọmụ nri, anara m arị ego, adara m ụbịam, and abụrụ m big man. Ọkwụghọta, afọ m unu n'anya, and achọ m ka ị succeed, and the only way I ga-eji succeed bụ ikwu n'eziokwu. Anala esu imi isu imi ịtụkwasị asị ha ma last. Ịtụ asị na this movement ọ ma last. Iso ya nwee ife iji wee mekete wee lụpụ mmadụ ịma anọte aka n'ebe ahụ ịdajụọ all spirit ife na-emebi ife mmụọ. Now the Christian leaders and their leadership, the Christian people are now starting their own failure. The failure of Christian people is the failure of the Christian leaders because the Christian people are not ready to correct their leadership. To tell their leadership what you people are doing is very bad. That is why a Pope will come out on air. Nya asi marry the people in hapota ka gozie ha now. Nwoke akpọrọ nwoke ibe pụta. Nwaanyị akpọrọ nwaanyị ibe pụta. Fada ebinye aka gozie ha. Ona gozi has dinner nwunye kona gozi has dinner di. Ihe kuchi anya men like ndị onye ọbụla defend you are such rubbish for a intelligent and a grown up adult like Father Oluoma and then defend there. Like in case for Padre year one and then defend there because the Christian leaders is a failure. The Christianity people are also a failure. The failure of Christian leaders started from their Christianity, their people. The failure of Nigerian leaders started from Nigerian youth and Nigerian people who have failed to rise up and demand for their right. When you don't demand your right, your leadership will not know your right. You cannot know that now I go shawama now. Yes, you might know that now go now, but mama the particular year now. You got all bitches there. Give me now go or was again a shawama now. Okay, better come me tell you, mommy, daddy, I told me shawama, I told me la ice cream. Mbewa you say not la ice cream. Email Gary or my because of black Gary now. Here now ice cream. Now the Christian people need to ask their leaders. You people are evil. You need to hand nobody Christianity. That is why and well any Christian interested. Nigeria now If you are a Nigerian person now, or a giant of Africa, if you are in Nigeria Delta, or we are oil producing state, do you know how many barrels do Nigeria produce a day or sell in a day? Or malo, do you know how many this thing? Okay, the GPR of the GP of Nigeria or these things, or well anything Hama Basaria, because they are already a failure to them. Like when I had Sanusi saying that you need to know the amount of barrel that you sell out and the amount of things that you there. How your economy function. But do you know it? You're a failure. If you're not seeing the hardcore, you're a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
They have been paid with the price to carry out their duty, what they are doing. So that reason I'm saying, and I'm calling the whole world to understand that this thing should stop, and people should come to our rescue to save us. If not, that is an evil plan for them to destroy Mongol local government, because the governor is from here, and we are not going to allow it. We are going to fight until they kill us all. The military should keep on killing us. We are accepting to kill us, but we are not going to stop. We are going to penetrate. I will say personally, I organize the whole Christian in Mongol government. We are going to fight. We are not going to stop, and that is what I said. If this does not stop, we are going to call a meeting for pastors, and we are going to make an arrangement for that, because that is enough is enough. We have tried all to make a peaceful living. We have cried and make cry, but the government is not listening. We are going to take our cry too. That's my plea. Thank you.
Okay. Vengeance is for the Lord. Oh, Christianity is a weapon of slavery. Now, Jesus have failed the people of Abibangu. Jesus have failed them. It has become a reality that Jesus cannot save you. If your Jesus is powerful, why are the people, the whole Christianity in the north, why do Jesus allow them to be wiped out? Today, there is no Christian in Turkey again. Turkey have become Muslim. Because the physical power will show you that Jesus is already a failure on his own. Jesus is Lord. I found the Ajugo Mundi Mado. Kedu Jesus megolugi. Now, Jesus have made these people to surrender themselves, and they have wiped them out. Now, all Christianity where people in the radical, is it not the high time or not all the time for people like Johnson Suleiman, people like Onyedipo, people like Olani, all this all this Church of God Mission and Living Faith in the both scheme Pawosa and Guinea Canabia, Ebube Monso and the Father Mbaka and the Father Oloma Kuka. Why can't them organize nationwide protest revolution for solution for the Christianity? But to tell that these people are already a failure, and the people that are suffering it are the poor Christians. They keep silent. The same way I want you that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fail today, is IPOB and the Biafran that made him to fail. If anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, person like me, if you give me gun, I no go fight Nigeria government. Nganacho the IPOB people no can babufa because they are failure. Fulani get protect. If anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ye bunya mewe kan we jebo gumba. One nenga babugi. Because at that point, I'm amalgam that you are the one who killed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another enebanu gidogo onya hineje rescue. You don't go to rescue any person. If we cannot rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you all IPOB members are the people that killed him. Because some of them the reason. Ihonu neche, Buddha kapochiako na, and when don't neche, ishim ne maife. Opotana, onyo gonna clear or cook a block hardcore. Or would you kind hardcore kunucho? This man now is crying. Why is only this man crying? Where are the other Christians? Where are the other people? All of them, they are protecting their leadership. The failure of leadership. I keep on repeating it. There is no any leadership that will fail without the people being a failure before the leadership. All the people get failed when we have failed with the leadership before the leadership will fail. Obuna Biafrans take it upon themselves without listening to any person. Particularly the whole bridgehead. Madone kaga babudi yewa. Ina mazin nam de kano ni menge ne koku Biafra bula he gazu ka de gimpa. Ina ni na gini ke na azuta na de ahia. Obuli he game. Ochikolo head bridge, Ochikolo the whole east. The governors he gafuna haga pata. Tinye bonu n'okwu. Aya obuna tinye bonu. Actually, me quote to talk on that. I just try to remind our people. Can't hear my number in case any IPOB member trying more contribution. Man, not in the next 30 minutes end this program. In one question, I need the argument with Dr. Pilot here today. I need him the IPOB. Kahagwani and the one Nigeria, patriotic Nigeria. Kahagwamu iye haka neche upon the whole killings in Naga on Nigeria. What are they waiting for for them to rise up? Gini ka ha na-eche nọmba ya akpọ +39 35 12 95 7752 ọ nọ na screen. Ọ bụ na ị like lawyer than ịchọrọ ịjụ mes as anything ịchọ, go ahead and do that. The number nọ na screen. Mana jụọ onwe gị, ọ bụrụ na maazị fail today, who make him to fail? Anyone. Now we make him to fail. Christianity is a tool to enslave people. After maybe you know man, in a man translate go Quran na Igbo. Mana Quran biology enwe bendi Igbo translate le. Geography enwe bendi Igbo translate le. Mathematics ndị Igbo maybe translate, but we put effort to translate other useless books like Bible and the Quran and every other nonsense book nwere anything to contribute. Onye ọbụla na-ajụzi amụ ya na-agba, hey, who want to speak? Onye ga-ekwu. Any day you allow your enemy to control your actions is the day you born to fail. They will never allow you to succeed. Nigeria today, nothing is functioning. John Wegi, Guinea, Kebe, their leaders, their citizens, no. 1 euro today, no, almost 1,500 naira. John Wegi, Kedebe Nigerian leader and citizen, no. Guinea Nigeria rise up. You need be everything. Yet nobody will speak. It seems no my fair. It seems that we should continue. Very soon I have a picture within the politician to show our hardcore. The freedom fighter. Hey, APS Yokubundo. Afulonya call. Get no day lamentation 101 from this man, aren't you?
Local government. I'm here to report the situation in Mangu local government to the whole world.
Don't you know report all your more?
What is happening in Mangu?
I have
at this
nothing
particular point in time. The military are the ones sending our people away to allow the militia to burn their houses. At this particular point in time, they have sent every Christian away from a new market, and thereby leaving the Muslim to go and burn their houses. They set the curfew. The curfew is restricted to only people within Mangu, within the Christian domain. But in the Muslim domain, they are free to move and do whatever they wanted to do. And not only that, the military has killed 3 of our young men, in which I know one is from my own church. They killed one yesterday. And I reported to the security. He said that it was a fake soldiers. At first he said I was lying. Until I proved to him beyond a doubt. Then finally he said it was a fake soldier. I said no, it's not a fake soldier. It's a real soldier who killed him. Soldier not soldier. I said no, it's a soldier that killed him. Finally they made signal to the soldier and he disappeared from the scene. This thing go on and on. Now that I'm speaking to you, all of them are switched off their phone and they allow the place to be burned down and raised by the people. And this is what is going on even now that I'm speaking to you. People around in Gindri Junction, down from this side, Lahir side, down there, their houses are now at place because the soldiers protected them and they allowed them to burn people's houses. They are not doing anything about it. So we in Mangu local government, as far as Christian is concerned, we don't want the military in Mangu local government they should pack at their loads and go. We don't want them. We don't need them and we don't want them. Because the plan, they have been bought, they have been paid with the price to carry out their duty, what they are doing. So that reason I'm saying, and I'm calling the whole world to understand that this thing should stop. And people should come to our rescue to save us. If not, that is an evil plan for us to destroy Mongo local government. Because the governor is from here, and we are not going to allow it. We are going to fight with less of the Babylon until they kill us all. The military keeps on killing us. We are set to kill us. But we are not going to stop. We are going to penetrate. I will say personally, I organize the whole Christian in Mongo government. We are going to fight. We are not going to stop. And that is what I said. If this does not stop, we are going to call a meeting for pastors, and we are going to make an arrangement for that. Because that is enough is enough. We have tried all to make a peaceful living. We have cried and make cry, but the government is not listening. If the students they are for the law, we are going to take our cry too. That's my plea. Thank you.
Now, the question you will ask yourself is this. Are you crying now? Where are your fellow Christians? You see the more reason as a Biafran, as an Igbo man, as an Ijaw man, as a Robo, as any person, you see the reason you should be very grateful and thank Eastern Security Network. Do you know that these people invaded Enugu, as I'm talking to you, day before yesterday? If not for the intervention of the Eastern Security Network, Enugu could have been bleeding by now. They invaded the Ebonyi State too. Ask yourself, where are the masses? Where are your people? What is holding the revolution? Now, here, this guy speaking, is he not, it's called Sanusi. Let's hear from him.
Why is NNPC not able?
Now, listen.
Why is there no money coming in? Why is NNPC not able to bring in dollars?
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is the question that cost me my job. I will continue asking this question until NNPC is fixed or until I die. Where are the...
Do you hear that question? Do you hear it? Why is NNPC not bringing in dollars? Or why these are the questions that cost him his job? And why did that question cost him his job? Because the answer to that question is the solution of the high rate of dollar today. The answer to that question will bring a good solution to Nigeria. Now he was suspended and removed. The people, the masses that are supposed to revolt against it, they now go silent. Do you know why? Because it's the leadership that removed him. But if they question the leadership, you will see all people telling you, do you know more than the leadership? Who are you to question Mr. President? Who are you to question the leaders? They know more than you. They might have seen somewhere. Nothing they see apart from corruption. They are corrupted. Now, had it been that the poor masses protested, rise up and support this man, and they start asking this question and they demand for explanation, do you know that the government will know that they are people, the people they are leading, we have known what they are into? Are you aware? But because protecting the failures, you are 100% good at that. Can I get one thing?
Dollars. We need to shine light on NNPC.
We are touch.
The finance minister cannot tell you because he doesn't have a metering system that reports to him. The finance minister cannot tell you that today, this is how many barrels of oil that we produce and exported. You can only rely on NNPC telling him. Those barrels are revenue. They belong to finance. We've been talking about this for 10 years. We need a metering system. The finance ministry needs to know how much oil we are producing every day, how much oil we are selling, and where the money is going.
Did you hear that? That the finance ministry need to know how much oil they are producing every day and how much they are selling and where the money goes every day. In other words, the bingos that are claiming to be Niger Delta, oil producing state, you need to know how many barrels that are going out of your land and where the money is, what is the money being used. The sole giant of Africa, Nigeria, the contraption answering giant of Africa, need to know where their oil are going to. Nigeria is suffering today. Meanwhile, Nigeria have copper. Nigeria have iron. Nigeria have California. Nigeria have petroleum. Nigeria have gold. Nigeria have everything. But their citizens cannot test those things they have. What does that tell you? Failure. You are blaming the leadership for the failure, but you have not to blame yourself for your own failure, because we contributed for the leadership's failure. There is no leadership that we fail without the masses being failed. The masses failed because they failed to hold the leadership responsible. They failed to hold the leadership accountable. When you cannot hold your leader accountable, automatically you have failed your leadership, and in return of your failure, the leadership will also fail you. Do you understand it? We are not here to pamper issues. Now listen. How many Niger Delta that knows the oil? Jonathan is also a failure. He was not doing it to sabotage Jonathan. If Jonathan meant well, he should be transparent and build Nigeria. Had it been that Jonathan built Nigeria, Buhari will not win him hands down. Jonathan is an epitome of failure, which paved way for another bigger failure, which is Buhari. Okay, we are not here to defend any person. We are not here to. Jonathan is a failure on his own. You don't have anything to defend Jonathan with. That by defending Jonathan, you are defending corruption. By defending Buhari, you are defending corruption. Had it been that Jonathan came and they start fighting corruption and build his own state and make sure that there is in good 6 years, there is no any refinery. That is why I tell you, you don't need to come and tell us he did this, this and that. No, he was removed. If a Fulani man tell you the truth, take it. Jonathan is also a failure. You, as an Igbo man, can you mention one thing Jonathan do for you for good 6 years? Donald, they told me, my brother, but one question, for good 6 years, Jonathan was a governor. Can you tell me one project he started in Igbo land, the Southeast as a whole? Can you just tell me one? So that we will know if the people wanted to pull him down. Or Jonathan was already on ground. Nobody's pulling him down. I need any person to come and tell me one single thing Jonathan did in the whole Southeast for good 6 years. He was a governor. He was a president. Then, and see how Buhari, under the first year, what he did in the North. 1 year. He transformed. He finished work in the North now. I am a Kokumaka irrigation. Oh, no, North. Can you Kokumaka how many flyovers? Can you how he equipped the Fulani bandits? How he freed all the whole Boko Haram? Jonathan arrested. Can you tell me one single thing Jonathan did in the South, even in the South where he come from? Can you tell me one? Now, Donald, you an IPOB, and I expect you to be smart and also always make researches. Jonathan was not the person who started the second Niger Bridge. The second Niger Bridge was started by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. He is the person who started it. In case you don't know. And he didn't do anything. He only poured sand. Yaradua came, he used it to campaign before Jonathan. So, my brother, I am MAP. Before we anything, second Niger Bridge was never started or designed by any Jonathan nor Buhari. And up to today, the second Niger Bridge have not been completed. In case you don't know, go and check it. If anyone tell you that the second Niger bridge have been completed, ask the person, what does it supposed to be? One will be going out, one will be coming in, right? Why is the head bridge being being going and coming? Why is hold up being there? Even his own village, he did nothing. Even Otuokwe, he did nothing. Even Okreka, where his woman come from, it's zero. Or road Kotai. Ogagazike, no be only practically started it. He turning on you and make award. Or mini practically. You know, sound does autopilot, my brother. You sound does no na biko. Second Niger bridge, how many kilometers? Ghana North. In Mahamani Bridge, Jonathan Nlona North. Jonathan single-handedly built 14 universities in the north and built 140 something Almajiri school in the north. And this a second Niger bridge that is not up to 8 kilometers or 3 or 4 kilometers or Molike Lumwe. Then it seems not such person a question about it must kwanya sim namo. My brother, ekukaniya public. These are the things I know. Protecting leadership that is a failure already. Now, this our brother here now is trying to give Jonathan credit for a failure. How can you give somebody credit for being a failure? How can a president who is controlling millions of dollars, who can say this River Niger, second Niger bridge, I want it to be finished within 6 months, and it will be done within 6 months, and that person rule complete 6 years. Buhari rule for complete 8 years. Tinubu is going now. That is a second Niger bridge has not been completed. But to go and check the boundary between Cameroon and Nigeria, the kind longness that bridge is, who did it? Go and check the Lagos the third main bridge. I mean this thing. How long it is times 10 of the River Niger own. But how many years does it take for it to be built? And you are telling me that these are the things, all because you are getting the preach. Before any leadership will fail, the people they are leading have already failed them. When somebody is not doing anything and they are trying to give the person credit, automatically you are encouraging failure. That is why Nigeria reached to the level they are now. Third person, if I tell you now that Soludo is a failure to Ndanambra, Hope Uzodimma is a failure, there is no governor, including this one we are clapping for, that is working in Abia State, that these people are not working to the level they're supposed to work. You people will say, oh, clap, follow them, they have tried. How can somebody be tying one road for a year, a road that is not up to 1,000 kilometers? You don't know that is a failure. Do you know the meaning of governorship? Do you know the meaning of leadership? Do you know the meaning of achievement? Do you know the meaning of working? Come to Italy here. Italy is considered as one of the poorest countries in Europe. But come to Italy. Come to Italy and see how they are tying their, even my spirit here. I will snap it and send. The last year, they say that the road have expired. As long as there is pothole, as long as there is a gallop, they say the road that passed my road, a street here, have expired. And for that, they need to remove the clutter. They now remove it and they retire it again. Now, in your country, 21st century, they are using light to campaign for you. All these things are failure. You know, Qatar, as a politician in Europe, usually electricity, good road, or hospital, where campaign in Europe here, you go to prison. It is not your duty. You can't use such nonsense to campaign. When they are making campaigns, you have to make campaign for other countries. I will do this to this country. I will send this country out. I will make these people greater. I will make Italy sit on top of economy in the world. Donald Trump will tell you, I will make America great again. In other words, he's telling you that America is not great. But a full-blooded zombie in Nigeria is telling you that America is already great. But they are not seeing it as great. They want more greater. Donald Trump was chased out in office because they tell you that he's not performing well. If Donald Trump, if any governor in Nigeria do 1/4 of what Donald Trump did, believe you me, they will be worshiping that person. But Americans tell you that he's a failure. We need more artists. Now they voted another sleeping Mulan. So my brother, in case you don't know, Jonathan is nothing but a failure. Use Tinubu now to check. Tinubu Elugo 1 year in office. The answer is no. But he's not telling you that you want to bring the CBN to Lagos. It might mean. Do you know that the meaning of that thing? You want to remove the CBN, the FAN, FAL, is not the financial year one, from Abuja to Lagos. Do you know what that thing is? Big achievement. And the Ariwas are fighting. No, you can't do it. Where are the Igbos? Where are the Jaws? They are also. Tomorrow you will tell me that P2B could have done better. Oh no, P2B is a failure to Anambra State. That time. Some of you will say P2B built Anambra State. Tell me one single thing that P2B built in Anambra State now. You will be looking at me all alone now, this and that. Because you don't reason, you don't know the meaning of achievement. We don't, person like me, I don't praise failures. An element of failure. I know what is achievement and I know what is failure. Since Nigeria was created, since any governor that have assumed office since 1999, Nigeria entered democracy, till date is a failure. They have not produced any governor in Nigeria. They have not produced a good leadership. Even Osam Mbakwe is also a failure. Because if you're a good leadership, you should put things that will be working in the future. All future future investment. P2B embezzled Anambra State money, use it to buy a share in Hero, and they will it to his children. And a lot of us are now P2B owned by he owns Hero. Hero is owned by a South African company. But Nagwagi is a failure today. He got one of the people, one of the person benefit. The abomination committed by TB Joshua. If fraud, he sent me to university. Does that make sense? Does that make him not to be a failure? The answer is no. Oh my God. Our people need to open up. A failure is a failure. You failed 199 and the past one does not make you a hard working. That is why even when kids will score 39 and you use one not to enter 40, you are also a failure. Ginika Jonathan as a Nigeria. Can somebody tell me one thing, Jonathan? In assuming he built the Otuokwe. Have you traveled to Otuokwe? Otuokwe is like a typical village. Nothing like development in Otuokwe. Can we school in Otuokwe? Or when company in Otuokwe? Or when infrastructure in Otuokwe? What is in Otuokwe? And when constant electricity in Otuokwe? And when the answer is no. So how did he transform Otuokwe? Even road to Otuokwe, you know, I'm not going to something. No more about 8 years. You could I tell here to failures. Abuna your leadership fail. Work go hana here fail. Yes, you can say somebody try. Try is yes, he try, but that is not an achievement. Yeah, that is so too dear. And that is so too. That is so too. Like I said, I don't here can't tell any person. And I will not here to praise any person. And that's why I make this message to IPOB leadership. Their name ana-arọb their name na mood. Achọrọ m ịkpa afọ ya na-arọb ya. Mana ha malụ that na ha gba silent ewolu afa ha na-ese pictures with politicians. Onye apụta bịakwa defend ha. Ihe akwụkwọ another failure to the leadership of IPOB. Echi niile na achọwa ya ga defend the rubbish. Achọrọ m ikwu okwu dị. Mana unu chatere anya na-ekiri onwere ya n'afọ. Onwere ya n'afọ abomination na-aga on na. Ịgwa m ka the moral the media warrior ga-eji na-aga. A lot of you amaghị ewu freedom fighter. On this note, can God drop the curtain here? I remember my humble self. MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ. One in Biafra land. One abịala m here ịbịa to any person. And abịala m here ka ị like ya. Ihe anyị nọ na bụ in a freedom fighting. And that's why the leadership of IPOB that they need to step up their game. A lot is not going well. We need things and things. We can't continue keeping silent. This silent may be fair. I can make until video for something. Achievement is not explained by any person. Rather, you see your achievement. Only open put your achievement. It means that you are a failure. You don't need any person to explain what you have done. You need people to be seeing what you have done. Your results can tell. Your results can tell. Abulo yekwu ya panty abaka. Ejidofo Biafra, iji my number. Tinye m na call na aka I correct ya num na. Or Nijilo's my number. Or in on a comment section na agbayari ọnụ. You a madman. When last did you do program? Ewokwa when now. Agwago m this year abulo ye na aka ọnụ. Agwangi. Ịpụta ma your fellow comrade na-eme program and they likely ya ahụ onye a na-ekwu. Kpọọ onye a na phone confront onye na live video ahụ. Tụọ onye nji ya n'iru. But because enwere a lot of lunatic in IPOB, you being on a comment section and then you're a madman. Now tell me, between me and you who have low mentality, in a program now, unfuni here na kesolo. Obo na ncho ikwu okwu de nga akpọ gị na phone kpọọ gị Jidofo sị gị na ife anụ ikwu na ọdịl na improve ogi wrong nkwucha nsị gị nwanne ya adịlị godo mana this mentality na ị ga na-aka ọnụ ị na-aka ọnụ a na-aka ọnụ ihe a 2024 the godu mature for 5 seconds ka Chineke na-egodu ga ya malụ ya bụ ulu na ịkpọgo madman ichefuo nọ na my platform ka ị nọ what of ịkpọ madman block gị. If we are need lose go that correction actually, that is why we are IPOB media warriors. IPOB media warrior type. This is a media warrior. Go me several times. You hold my number. I still don't get one private call. Call on the program. Then you could say here because you your call. Call nanti. I feel disrespectful. Abo na nge nyoto pilot chance anako inyo na my platform. Ongiwa kama anye chance. But it shows, your comment shows that you lack education. You lack training. You lack to be a freedom fighter. You need to go and washing up, brush up. Confront me. We are brothers. Nimel argument na platform. Idelu message si mazi. Na follow such video. Send the alumni. Instead that na mama send the alumni. Na mona gine soku. I am not like that. I am pure in heart. Ominilo no nwe chori jumechi. Ikpo mo na phone. Nyale gbage. Ominilo na ide mo pechi niile. Nyale sagi something. You are a madman, MAP, a liar. All these things are now like all these things. Yeah, I know 2024. I could go near on not knocketa. The last thing in get made any IPOB media warrior saga. I could go those things. You come na my broadcast this year. The last thing in get made this year. Munokata, an IPOB media warrior. Will you make program this year? Or the law impossible? It's not possible. Onya na me here danger. Ose nya bulu mazi Metusela. Ose nya bulu Darlington. Nya bulu Biafra franchise. So far na get that program. Nga batayeli na that program. Kanta onya ha na live program ah. Ona kando. That is my own New Year resolution. And that is why Ndasina. Chineke agozi every media warrior because we have sacrificed enough. Ona jidofo nona. He is my brother, Luechinine. Kita come and ya bom. Hello, greetings.
Yeah.
Ekene kwa mu. Akpotnam.
Ngara agba saga. Ikwu nke na adịrọ
Mba, ọbụma.
M ga-adọ gị bamba nwere ife na-eme. Anyị adọbụghị na 2022, anyị ga-adọbụ ya ọzọ.
Okay.
When they reply good for the first time, that guy had a obi gini na say Mazi Jonathan is a weak man. So I replied him, no, a bad man.
Man, afọ m nke ibe na ịkpọrọ m AP na wee dee na.
Good. Mba. MAP ebe m kwuru na ede tụrụ ase bụ na leadership adịrị emete ya.
A sị na ha dị eme n'ihe ha na-eme adịla enough. Ebe a ka m kwu.
Good. Na m chọrọ ịjụ gị ajụ, ọ media warrior ka ebu. Kedu ife ị chọrọ ka leadership mee na ka ọ bụrụ enough to you?
Onwere ihe ha ga-eme kịta ga-abụ enough na bụlọ dia result ya abụ enough. Restore the afro bụlọ enough.
Mmadụ na-ekwu na ihe adịrị enough, o nwere ihe ọ
now ịchọ actions nchọ ka ha take here. First of all, mụnwa mapụta here nye gị action ha ga-eteki. Ekwugo m ya na mgbe our brother Chinonso Felix Njom ke ihe ha chọ ka eme ngwa ha that there is a lot of action they needed to be taken. Now, first of all, ọ bụrụ na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu create the Eastern Security Network, ọ pụta na nwere anything anyị ga-eme ka Maazị wee pụta. So gịnị ji dat na-eyi eme? Gịnị ji ihe ahụ eyi eme? Gịnị ji chi eme nye?
Okay. Now, ọ bụla Maazị Nnamdi Kanu create go Eastern Security Network. Ihe bụ ebumnobi gị a ga-ekreti na ga-eme ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụta na abụrụ this way a na-aga na.
This way a na-aga na, this way a na-aga ma bupụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. 1 million years, ọ ga-anọ there 1 million years, it can never come out with this Akeji. To be honest with you. Akeji kita. Now, Akeji kita bụ na everything nọzi n'aka government, Nigeria government ka na-eche. Nigeria government now will decide your action because Akeji now bụ no lawyers can depend on. Ọ bụla lawyers ya ekpopụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu unless nature Maazị nọgide dị enwe ma oyi dị. Now gịnị ka 2015 eji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ị nwere ike icheta ihe na-aga on. Ị nwere ike icheta ihe mee wee kpọpụta ya.
Ihe mere lawyer gara okwu ya pụta mana ọ nwere additional thing mere.
Additional thing na-atụchikwa ka ọ dị kịta ekwesịrị iwepụ. Additional thing na bụkwa ihe ka ya kpọpụta again.
Ngwa na-ege ntị. O nwere onye ọ na-adịrị atọ ụtọ. Mike na memo understand. O nwere onye ọ na-adịrị atọ ụtọ additional something ibe. But the modality is on ground for that additional things. Ya bụ ihe ị ga na-ajụ.
Additional things ị na-ekwu, which means you upload a lot of things in mgbe kpọpụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Because okay, ma gịnị sị ka ị na-ajụzi? Okay, ọ bụrụ na ọ dị mgbe ahụ chelu ma jụọ gị ọ kpọpụtacha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu mgbe ahụ na-ekpolezi ihe niile wufuo. Unu akpọpụtacha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kpoluzi ihe niile wufuo. Achọrọ m ka anyị na-aghọta na as a brother. Which means imagine that area where they are drum ke dia ihe dị naanị. Which means unless me gwa mmemeche nke ahụ instead of it build with more and more unu ekpoluzie wufuo unu agwa m.
No, it's not like that.
So that question now you have already answered it by yourself.
Freedom movement number 1. Roadmap to freedom movement.
Exactly.
And the method we used for the previous one to achieve a goal might not work for you for the present time.
Exactly.
2015, which that in Megasere na 2015 was because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu himself was also almost in control of everything, number 1. And as of that time, I had a problem I never encountered at this journey.
Which is?
And which is the problem I did encounter while 2021 after the kidnap of Mazi.
Which type of problem?
Huh?
Which type of problem?
Problem I face in 2021, Mazi MAP or Burianga Kaurage, or IPOB were a serious battle 2021.
A lot of problem was created by us, by ourselves. Nabulo a problem. I could resolve. Not a problem where Malum more problem to me.
Now, problem, number one problem, the amendment of autopilot and the do and so on confusion that came in between this among the people following this movement, not the hardcore ones. One were a confusion with those men are improvement that action 2015 those days. Did you know the confusion took them away?
Now, Negamonti, if for Imana, this platform and Motahamo, Edina Pampoku. This confusion in Abona was created by us, ourselves. How? Because when those issues follow direction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the way you at that time, all these things, now, first of all, but the issue of autopilot in the video, all sorts of more media warrior, let the leadership of IPOB call every media to order. Karapu in any person attack. Now, without naming any person attack, Nandi Nadilo Genu gangu natural death. Now attack they put some people or with emotion. People is obeying their channel but getting me Agunya Munandine media Namboto pilot without any investigation. So Chelo Cambia. And secondly, this things in a video Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kwanya Lord that she managed the same attack Yanku. But again, all the now why I got it Mako put it no not hide for 2 years. Or they fully Nicola the pepper or in a juicy mess.
According to that written note, in public that moment. How do you now know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that order? Apart from the team put in public.
Now, when that's paper who Mazi, that order Mazi nearly to people. And the Mazi before Potana public is because the media obey. That is why Oji Potana public. Obu ne follow your man Potana public. Kaigo one Kebezu. Okay, a follow the order. Chalo, a follow the order. A follow the order. Mbachungi me follow. Obu ne follow you. Wam ne follow you.
The order.
Mwana jugina that order Mazinye. A follow Achom Kizan Negenti is an autopilot. Naza to do direct. Ajungi that order a follow yakon a follow here. Okay.
Order 2021 or 2022. How
even Negenti earlier 2021. In a chegwam that now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bus also back cannot pass at the order. Okay. You na chegwam now. I
want to speak the truth to his speech.
One year no you the Wako Ibon Sube. Now, I need the hashi here. No leba in or now. Chalumba, you need the hashi. Atom king no leba now. 4-9 hijinaka. Moyi na 2021 na Mazi Achebe Paul Sonye Simon Auto pilot. Obuna chalo na Biafrans nega yinti. Moyi see that Obuna Mazi Achebe Paul follow autopilot na 2021 or 2022. See ihe dị ka chelu na chelu chika chelu na-ege ntị mba na-ege ntị ihe ndị wee etie a lot of you bụ na achọrọ m ka ị nwụọ dị iyi na this live video ka amalụzie onye na-ekwu eziokwu ịnwụcha nwụọ mmụọ ya nwụrụ gị achọrọ m ka ị nwụọ yi with ọbụla with achọrọ m ka ijiri ụmụ gị so that next time ịchọ ikwu okwu ịdịchọ ihe na-ekwu so that next time ịkwụsị ịtụkwasị people asị mba chere achọrọ m ka ị nwụgodo iyi mba achọrọ m ka ị nwụ iyi na nke ikwuru ekwu bifo ikwuru another one why ji atụ ụjọ ka ị ghara inwe iyi na na-ege ntị maazị na-ege ntị maazị na-ege ntị achọrọ m ka ị nwụọ iyi with iyi the last thing m ga-eme bụ any person isi na ya bụ IPOB media warrior ịdị na-atụkwasị amasị n'isi ịtụ asị ihe nchi gị nwụọ iyi so ịchọ inwu that is why you eji nwe iyi ka o wee gochi my brother ịchọ ikwu eziokwu onye na-ekwu eziokwu anaghị atụ iji nwe iyi maazị say that na-ege ntị if the reason ga-eji wee cut gị off this your character now show that you are not these are the way autopilot behave. Once I be donate to us, they can never unless nature can cut off and they cut off and block mba achọrọ m Biafrans na-ege ntị and ndị ọzọ na-ege ntị ka ha mara eziokwu n'ọnụ gị maka na people which you can atụ here okay water wee lukwe echi adị m ekwu the truth wee lukwe echi aka m na-ekwu the truth wee lukwe echi aka m ya speak gwa the truth mana ya na-achị ịgwa gị na mbụ nyawa ka m na-ekwu your statement na is not join the autopilot achọrọ m ka ị nwee iyi ọ bụrụ na Maazị Achebe Paul ajoin autopilot 2021 na 2022 until akpafia na Radio Biafra ka ihe niile dị n'ala Biafra kpochepụ ezinụlọ gị ma nwa ka ya amụ ma nke a na-amụbeghị amụ ka ihe niile ihe dị achọrọ m ka ị nwụọrụ m ihe a ma ọ bụrụ na join chelu ọ bụrụ ihe ọchị ọ bụrụ na join autopilot ọ bụrụ na join autopilot ka o kpochepụ ezinụlọ nke mụnwa ihe anwụrụ m ihe a mba ị nwere ike inwe ihe a iyi na-ege m ntị ịma na ihe a ka m ga-echi gị na this time around this 2024 onye ọbụla mụtala ịtụ asị abịana na my platform because amala m bụ na ị nọ with me on once ị tụrụ asị mgba gị na anwụ ajoinụrụ m autopilot yes anaghị m support Simon Ekpa ihe m nọ bụ preaching the truth Simon kwuo nke bụ eziokwu kwuo na okwuru eziokwu and the attack ọ na-agwa gị na at initial stage Simon Ekpa was genuine until you people push him out. Simon Ekpa was genuine until you people with this ashina tuna or naka a lot of you mbidolo ịtụ asị we push onye out.
Simon Ekpa mere na 2021 gosiri genuine.
On well anything o men gochi no dị wrong. Gwa m one thing o mere na 2021 dị wrong. Gwa m one thing.
Na 2021, one thing Simon Ekpa mere dị wrong. We disobey leadership concerning that very document for broadcasting on radio station.
Ebe ka na agụ unu ihe dị onwe ha ebe o disobey na-ege m ntị. Ịma nọ ebe a ka mụ na unu ji eso okwu ọ na nnọ kịta ebe a ka mụ na unu ji eso okwu na 2021 mụ abụ Maazị Achebe Paul aka m na-ekwu ya mụ ama tụkwasa Buhari asị na-ege ntị 2021 unu na-ekwu ya echi unu chi na Simon Ekpa disobey leadership meanwhile on nwere any code of conduct nshiri unu that na before any person get broadcast nya wetelu na any platform and then nwere paper unu nyere nya sign ya so kedebe no we disobey
nụrụ n'ọnụ Simon Ekpa na nwere ihe mere ka ya sign no that thing na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu enye gị order to go and broadcast radio
yes
on Radio Biafra
yes
so now DP na-ekwu na so ya mara ife na ọ dịghị na the circle of DOS na ha nwere code of conduct guiding what they are doing.
Code of conduct na as what?
Guiding what they are doing.
Which code of conduct? Did you submit the letter, the akwụkwọ to Simon? Can you submit here?
Okay, I got what Simon about Finland because
ị ga-anọ na be gị nya wee si Finland bịa sign ya there. No, ị ga-anọ na be gị si Finland bịa sign ya na be gị.
Okay, Maazị Kudo ka anyị jiri waya dị discuss ya.
Na discuss ya. Ebe ọ bụ na ọ nọ ama m mgbe Simon nọ ede wrong, malụ mgbe ọ nọ ede right.
Butu okay. Now, the leadership enye gị order. Now, let me use an example for you now.
Give me an example.
Na example nche inye gị na-abụ. Na ị bịara now, maybe mụnwa na nwere hotel. Wee kpọọ gị. I wee meet him as your friend, si na ị na-achọ ọrụ, wee sị gị na ị ga-aga ịrụda one of my hotel dị ebe ahụ. Oge ị gara na that hotel nọ ebe ahụ, manager wee sị gị na nekwa ife, nekwa the rules and regulations, nekwa what you need to sign. Did you need to, as onye chọrọ ịrụ dị ọrụ, ọkwa ọ ga-abụ mmasị gị sign ihe a nke ga-asị that na gị nwoke nwe the hotel na enye gị ọda nke ga-mee ya. So you now overthrow the manager.
Now, mbịa na hotel mụ achọlụ wee bịa. Then oyi nwoke nwe the hotel si mụ ga-adị. Then nlute dị inye m akwụkwọ a m ga-aga through it. Ngacha through it. Ọ bụ na nchọlị ịlụ ọrụ na that hotel, m ga-asign ya. Ọ bụkwa na m achọlị ịlụ ọrụ na the hotel, m ga-asị gị na mama sign ya. And the worst thing gị na mama sign ya, nnaba. Okay, the other your person.
Wee meet nini dịrị ọrụ. Wee sị gị na họteelụ maadị ebe a dị ị ga-aga ebe ahụ, esi nje sịrị ị ga-arụ. Wee garuo ebe ahụ dịka nsendịrị gị. Management n'ebe ahụ wee sị gị lee ife ị nidiri ime, the terms and conditions of this very hotel. And enye gị akwụkwọ ngị sign ọ. Ị ga-asị na ịma sign ya nọ, igu nwoke asịgo gị bịa rụọ ọrụ ebe a ị ga-sign ya.
Nya ka m gwa gị na ọ bụ na chọrọ ịlụ ọrụ die na m ga-asign dị akwụkwọ, ma ọ bụ na m achọrọ ịlụ ọrụ die na mama sign ya na m ga-agawala onwe m because every hotel nwere rules and regulations. Wee jụọ gị na data akwụkwọ ahụ unu send ya because mụ na onwe m dịgodu 100% sure na nwere send ya dị akwụkwọ akachiri achị kwuchi na data akwụkwọ elutebeghị aka ka anyị na-agwa nwaanyị eziokwu.
Ị na-akọwa nkọwa gị na bụ na leadership na-asị asị na ọ nwere akwụkwọ Simon Ekpa kwesịrị ịsa nwaanyị na ọ nwere akwụkwọ ọ kwesịrị ịsa.
Mụnwa amasị gị na ha na-atụ asị ọ na ha na-ekwu eziokwu because some of the leadership na onwe ha tụkwasịpụ m asị. So for that, how? Ejom how? Okay, is that chite? Kọwalụ m.
Ọ kwesịrị iduga ya bọtụ.
Mba, ọ kwesịrị. Okay.
Ịmasị m na ọ bụrụ na ị nidere ịrụ ọrụ ebe ahụ, mana oge bịara m ite m ị nidere ịrụ ọrụ. Now, Simon Ekpa now, according to the order now, na agwara ya na oge broadcast na Radio Biafra. Wee na-aga, o nwere management nọ na that Radio Biafra, which you have to meet the code of conduct ka anyị kwuwegode from there. O wee sie ngo n'ọma mmie. Na-enye gị order direct from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ọma mmie. Ebe Maazị na-eji Maazị eji.
Ị nọ there.
Leadership mere Simon Ekpa wee mejọ ya oji wee bụ na emejọrọ ya na ọ dị genuine at the initial time.
Na-ege m ntị, mụ a na-ekwusi ike ịkpọnyetekwa m n'ụlọ echi niile. Ịkpọnyetekwa m n'ụlọ echi niile. Ịkpọnyetekwa m n'ụlọ echi niile. M ga-agwa gị na Simon dị genuine from beginning and isi m na ọ dịlo genuine automatically Maazị ị na-achị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu not join the autopilot. Ọkwa Maazị join the autopilot. Okay, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu join the autopilot. But Maazị Nnamdi Kanu work with Simon Ekpa before he was kidnapped, true or not?
How did he work with Simon Ekpa?
Okay, work with Simon Ekpa.
How did he work with Simon?
The same way he worked with Chike Doziem. So Maazị work with Simon Ekpa. He na chigwam na can prove well again. Now can work okay. When Maazị Nnamdi Kanu has a meeting with Sunday Igboho, kedu anya nya so we ga there? Nyana Simon Ekpa. Why?
How do you know?
Because the video evidence is there.
Huh?
The video evidence is there. Obo Nigeria, man, not go at the Nigeria. The video evidence is there. He's in Nigeria. Now, I'm saying now, Mazi work with Simon Ekpa. Mazi work with Simon Ekpa. That is why.
Speed. Meet Sunday, Simon Ekpa went on our down. Will all walk with Simon Ekpa. Also, Simon Ekpa can have this way.
Tabulos or Simon Ekpa.
So, how do you prove it now by video? Now,
Okwana call Kamuna Gino, Okwana call Kamuna, Okwana call Kamuna Gino, yeah. Okwana call Kamuna Gino, yeah.
Yes.
Look, another person join in at this call without Mona, the either Nam Pobata the person or Nipobata the person. And look, another person join in at this call without my consent or without your consent. Okay. Now, Keka Maz in a Sunday Buon Juan alone call. Or by coincidence. Or by coincidence.
Or by coincidence. Or intentional.
Now, Kushiko Hina Malo. Or none, eh? Negamunti, Obulo Genti, Obulo Negamunti, Negamunti, can go one thing. They try my the evidence. Tell can go get the evidence. You lot of Ghana DSS, Gajuama Zima Maza Chebepol and Atoa, that is the evidence. Negamunti. And when they tell them here, Kita, Negagenti, because I hate liars. First of all, if they go here to go, Negenti. If they go here now to go to Fuasi by Imeponogisina, Imepelonogi here, Kita, Sinamaza Chebepol join the Lotto pilot now 2021. Now, Nsiziagin Woi, at least in Woya, Nandi Bonato, Inosina, Onye Jirun Ganga Woi, Ngange Jiru, Iye Jirun Ganga Buona. Do so need to last in when he came with that tea. And Obulo Genti. Now, no question. I joined Lomoto Pilot. I joined Lomoto Pilot and the Tilapa from Radio Biafra. On one program, the leadership of IPOB attack. I can prove it.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Let us continue. Instead of Mazi work with Simon Ekpa and the Lord, the video.
Negamunti. The question is, I join Wegibu. I need to continue that one. Obu Nantologasi. He just carry out your own investigation. Obu Nemara carry out your investigation. Nka Bastagi.
You go see the concrete new evidence about it. Also video clip KG now.
And it was edited. Eh?
Simon Ekpa where DJ new the leadership before.
I think not DJ new until Lune push on this not genuine. Now for the 2021 I need which now on what anything on men and media they wrong. If only them no like 1 million times in Gagwaga anime from that 2021. One IPOB media warrior than Chelokambia. In one thing, Simon Umbe to prompt the media attack against him in 2021.
Were you aware about the cancellation of sit-at-home, suspension of sit-at-home?
Yes.
In Anambra State election?
Yes.
Then listen to Simon Ekpa broadcast after that.
Then we can go now because the attack is so Negamunti, Jidofo Negamunti. November 6th was Anambra State election.
Yes.
And the cancellation was on 4th. Now, before that November, in month of September, on IPO Janale Simon Ekpa attack.
I don't understand.
Month of September, is there no any attack against the idiot Simon Ekpa?
There was attack.
Those actually the attack on us or because of the
criticism on radio on his platform with your Facebook against the leadership.
And all of them the struggle because no I shall no na took it to a potaketa. Again now only you got here and get believe in a question because Ijashi will be do. Ijashi will be do.
The launch attack on the leadership by net your Facebook can you say again?
Na platform Simon Ekpa.
Then why won't the IPOB attack Simon?
And the Simon Ekpa tendered apology for that. Are you aware?
Tender apology?
Yes.
Not tender apology?
Yes. He has seen a malo. He has seen a maho. It be itching a maho. Then a maho. I know when Simon Ekpa deviated and they start working all these things. So he come back, Mambo deviate. So in a key in a cockita, in a Majimaki in a cockachigi, and perhaps the question on Jogi now, let me ask you that question again. Why did you people not obey the Mazinam the Kano command?
Which command?
The paper for there was written on 2021. Why no memory obeyed?
When was that paper before? When was that paper published?
The other Mazinam the Kano on our social media couldn't hear the other. The other Mazinam the Kano on our social media couldn't hear. When it published, when it leaked to the public, or when we leak to the public, you can't hear the other. Why didn't you obey before leak here?
Why the men you obey?
Yes.
The person here that order to publish.
And well, nobody give order to publish that letter. And well, any letter she published here. Because the order was not obeyed. The order was not obeyed. Because if they are here, that took as the same as here, the same leadership put to pass na 2021. Here. And well, any IPOB member, anywhere again. Where to pass also only young make the leadership perfect. Because all this are shown but at this crisis is going on IPOB. All people like you and I meet IPOB leadership. The leadership have made mistake each time up today. Man, people like you now to us in ACC. I'm a lot of idiots. Maza Chebepol join Lotto Pilot. Name evidence na Maza Chebepol join Lotto Pilot. You cannot give. Okay.
Did you tender apology after you returned to Lotto Pilot?
Now, in my apology letter, do you see anywhere saying I'm a tender apology for joining Lotto Pilot? My apology letter, do you see anywhere my apology saying I'm joining I'm a tender apology, I cannot join Autopilot? I publish my letter. Get going again. Each one what you can wear the copy here. They will say that I am tendering any apology for joining Autopilot. If on Agamunu intelligent tabulator, I will not join Autopilot. All that my that apology letter. That none tender apology for joining Autopilot. But on one big affair here, the reason is because I never joined Autopilot.
The reason is to tender apology to the leadership.
Good. Now, some of the leadership contacted me. And I believe now after Kahame Shegol underground investigation, after the medicine after death. Now, when they contacted me, I said Nahacho cannot yet back to IPOB. Manahacho can tender apology because Namama just not yet IPOB. And perhaps not only that, after Kanula Famna Radio Biafra, I made a broadcast against Chike Doziem and the man sitting at Sanwood. And I insulted them. And ever cannot tender apology because no matter how on you went to Ediopo, I don't have the right to insult them as the leadership. But I insulted them. That is what prompted my apology. So most of you are not addressed.
If I was on to do na go maka o nwere ebe anyị si wee bido wee ruo ebe a.
Before you draw that very question again, can you draw another question? Can the crime Mazi Achebe Paul committee in IPOB before he was expelled?
I don't know.
Okay, in my zone. Now, can we say another thing? Do you know that my zonal coordinator Adelawe Amali Yemme Ejuenyem suspension? Do you know that Negemonti because a lot of you do you know because you don't receive concrete and Negemonti commander controllably not at defend the failure. Negemonti, listen, the malo the meaning of command. I don't show the bumuzo about an IPO, well, you can malon IPO, no wire.
I was in C of road safety command.
Negemonti. No wire, in people like you are the reasons crisis in general IPO behind me. Now, like, Chelo can draw this question. Chelo. In well idea now my national coordinate Italy. And well idea. Ihemme edwe suspend edwe expel one. In well idea. Now, as an IPOB member, do any person have rights to expel any IPOB member without hearing from the national coordinator, without hearing from the regional coordinator or the unit coordinator? Before. No, no, as an IPOB, in a code of conduct na begging. Or in a code of conduct na begging. Give me a code of conduct for expelling of person.
Wait.
Any other thing until that very question. Unless he has then I ended the discussion. I ended the discussion. I ended the discussion because he might not draw the question as an IPOB, not command the COC.
Okay, I can't double into what I
then,
not be able to say.
Then,
now, the code of conduct on my place.
Then, I cannot attend to your question again because, first of all, for as an IPOB member, put here then Madu not at or sack any person. Then the will be on this already person. National coordinator.
Before now him will throw information about you from your national coordinator or your
Negenti. The leadership. Exactly. Because the Italian national coordinator are aware, the regional coordinator are aware, my unit coordinator are aware, which prompted the regional coordinator deputy to resign from IPOB. Now, why again this member from their zone without them hearing from them? So the information that you are saying that the leadership know then she move believe anything on for not the hidden until we be here twice. I hate Ibu's obedient boy, but because people like you are the reasons many people are joining autopilot.
Don't say that boy is all a madman because also the man is Jonathan a big man.
Then MAP say what?
Before you delete it.
Then can they not hear put out area there? Okay. Now in all of that, MAP is a liar. Then they put up here again. She if Negenti can send all this warning. Can send all this warning to everybody. Negenti, any idiot or bastard in Gashina defend the DOS. When me Paul no see that Mazi Achebe Paul join the Lotto pilot. Anyway, that day, okay, this nonsense is swallowed last few years. Heaven be any witness. I can't take it from any idiot this time around. Oh no, the Yakita, Abang Muzuzuru, just in I am suspension Maki Kenga. The same Kenga now, so if I know best a picture. The nature in Mdakuana here, Mdakuana, a chipa mona, Nana took assassin. Next, can go one thing. Once you value your name, I cannot pick your call again. I need them dinner koyeri. Or none. I need them dala. Okay, now this freedom, I have swallowed a lot of things. Because after your own image is good to protect, and my own image is not good for to protect, then it's any maybe afam akwologaka, then afam kemu anaga, I afam kegademi protect. This time around, only make a tell me afam pin, Metonya here na media. Only afum na niachos the battle, kaya battle one out. Actually, about saga this year. That's why you see no more saga. Kamalu, only aga pota. You cannot tell me if you are command and control. You may be a farmer. You may be a farmer. You need a make the agenda for urban nature in on this platform. Eba ina yana farmer fambu MAP ezokubundo. Emalo nemadi truthful ni neku. I don't need your conversation. They need all this ne pretend they do DOS. All this pretend they can Nigeria do on ordinary. Because Nigerian all pretend they can politicians for Hananya. That is why you cannot be bold enough to speak like a man. I don't that here there. I swallow enough until Nolosia. This last suspension, BMSim Ndueshi. Any person who wants to where you join autopilot. Also when you know day 5 and 6. Nga no here shimpona na babuezi no nya. Muhammad not here can be please any person. That thing have come and gone. I can't do it anymore. If we naturally flash the media warriors of IPOB na tukasa people. And bodo. If they are here, if they are bodo me, he got both the leadership now. Because my name is more precious to me. For my relations, my people. Imagine that now a lot of you will mad in our government 1/4 of more. So imagine Nana fighting for Biafra. Then in the names of people, in the name of nature, he had the call. And all of that in spirit manner battalion. And I can never do it. That is why in the the rules say the expel mad in IPOB. Yet it's him nebu that me marry in your code of conduct. Marry in a code of conduct oji. Give their solo name program. You don't know anything in your code of conduct. It's solo name program. Welcome to the program. Here, marry in a code of conduct before in my program. What I'm born a radio Biafra. Can Kobana come in and make command and control Bonyala. Ndewo. Tell me dinner we went in how because when a woman like this and not my feel mad. Mad because Ben can biko. The mother then a pilot in well evidence.
Hello.
And Meganty, the word is listening.
As I to be the too hot, man, please. I want you to come back, please.
But this boy and I put you down for no anything on my or just not actually just pursue me with Omalon and just need a lot of things.
As I to go on because and the people because actually deep bad. So because him to go that and the him like kuna all these things name and like here. I'm not going from India. I'm also been and I'll be calling you. I go on 2 or 3 times.
I trouble on me pick a call.
Yeah, but the man him to him the go again now because leader. In your family, you're the leader in your family. And you are everything that has to do with your home, the lead, go with the leader. They're going to lead that to. When they will lead that to you. Once the leadership came up last year, at the end of last year, when the year was ended, start lamenting that this 2024 will never be as usual
the peace struggle will go in a different dimension. It will never be sure. They lamented this thing at the end, as the year was running down. They started lamenting about this. And today 25th, the end of the first month of this year. And please, Mazi, I think we should give them more time, because they remind us that as the year is ending, they start reminding us that this year will be different way, and this will be happening. And we're in the first month, which is January. Mazi, I think, to me, we needed to give them more time. Let us see. Please, from now to April or May, we cannot begin to see those things they promise us before we can start questioning it. I'm the kind of person you have, somebody with an open mind. I remember before your name was mentioned in Radio Biafra, I know why. I know nobody's above me. He made a mistake. Everybody made me, and nobody's above mistake. That very time, you only talk from people that nice. You need action. That's your own voice. You need action, because even for anything that you could come as in the car at any time. So you need the action that very time. That was one of your words. And you vibrate every time you're talking. And one of the day, that day, the day each of the children are working, Radio Biafra, article on the program, one of that platform. So that day, go to Muhammad Mayegu Somba, she is the Mayegu suspension on that table. As I suspect, we can't do it with that day. I like it, because as the leadership, as a leader, if you that exchange of challenge and all that things at that time, I'll be okay with me. And even when the broadcast will be in that the way he made a mistake, and even acknowledge, look at where he did something. But they say something I like it from you. You like to throw everything up. So, and Miko Mazi, calm down, no matter the provocation. No matter any provocation, please swallow it.
Mazi, there were enough time. No, Monty. First of all, I'm going to challenge you. That challenge into Mazi Chinasa Nworu na Radio Biafra. You will keep telling the challenge, because I know question is not a challenge.
Sorry, the manner you use in that time, the manner I would like you the manner you use.
You will remind the Biafra, because on none of brain, yeah, that what the moment you could hear na Radio Biafra, we will talk about Radio Biafra during that time, and each of the time, I know what I said and how I said it. Obon each tell can chetelo gi hancha ni then pick is yen call. Okay, chetelo ge. Okay. The first call for Mazi Chike Doziembo Bastalo Canon Takano. Asimia had that na handy delay saki Canon Takano na Radio Biafra, because na ma follow the reason how I get in any other Canon Takano in any other. That is the first caller on the on Kaki. The second Chinas and work can no account on a phone, because any host the program Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Now, second one, Bona Mazi Chinas and Worun on a broadcast, we see that now our people cross the Mediterranean Sea. Na Hana Wuma Meleha and the non meha non touch their brain and this and that. Which I see, because I'm now a lot of Biafrans so Mediterranean Sea where there. So we're born at Radio Biafra, where join the reason and a lot of us see Mediterranean Sea, and I'm an family. Yeah, and it's that thing is like when Trump said that Africa is a shithole, or when Buhari said that Nigerian youth is a lazy youth. It's an insult to the people in Achi. So that's why we're doing. Yeah, which in our return where Jomu Mamesi Mediterranean Sea weapota in Samba or some one engage we na ajụ the ajụ. We say na our people then were a lot of IPOB member into that place where there. So now abawazi emba chinobo na nne anso ye kwopụta m letting on all this and that. Then mu we close open because I know that is not a challenge, it's a question. So on ka ekwu.
When the last one
Now the last one bụ mgbe mkpọ wee jụọ anya jụọ ha si ha that na I cancel this thing, the protest, sit at home and everything, and well another thing plan AG to carry Biafrans along. So that is the three cause.
Okay. Well, I think all the second one, I think I'm military senior because that day, when they put the manner you use, I'm not saying anything.
Okay, can I forget that issue? Now, I believe Imana, your name is very precious to your women.
Yes, of course.
And only China say that I rather forgive who stole my pot of soup than who spoiled my name. And the Obubu Ogalanya Kamma Kali met of Afro Galanya. Now, Mazia Chebe Paul, Aquimana Wataliananko.
Of course.
Aquimano will bossy and the only Zuno, where bossy. Now, on your join the IPOB for 2015, who give the monthly dues up to date. Gap protest ni Nagagolu, in Italy here. Bully the first person draw the attention of media in Italy here for Italian media to carry issue of IPOB. Now, where I want the Laluna train station. Obu no Williama Zachebe Paul Lume. Or not the local email my national inform. Chiama Zachebe Paul warning. Non aga on Agafuzo.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, all the right.
Okay, how could she leave me?
But can I answer on that thing?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mazi. Again, at that time, there is a lot of confusion everywhere.
That does not mean you will now kill an innocent soul. That is why you are national to be sure of what we are doing. Get the duty of nation and this thing. No matter how confusion no got ever can I say no matter how confusion no got the person get what a report about Maza Chebepol. All my unit coordinator, all na my unit here what here, regional coordinator get what here, all what here, the national coordinator. You cannot do me anything without informing these people. Because when any activities, Bunda no again, you get the report. Now the question, I'm trying this question now, who now give the leadership the report about Maza Chebepol that lead to expel? Malona expel abulo suspension or criminal idea. Good. And will you expel and suspension? And for you to expel somebody, the offense of the person did beyond forgiving, okay? Now, give me that thing. Who give that report? Actually,
no, Mazi. When it comes to the who give the report, I don't know who gave the report. So I don't know who gave the report. And I'm advising. Let me tell you, Mazi. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Do you believe that that leadership is human being? The leadership is a human being.
Yes, of course. I believe. I don't believe they are human beings. I know they are human beings. You can only believe what you don't know about. I know they are human beings. I don't believe they are because I know they are human beings.
But now, do you now understand that they can err sometimes?
They can
err.
Of course. Oh, Balana Bahana.
Then, thank you, Mazi. So that is why Oga really what's happening sometimes is swallow it.
Yes.
For the sake of the as I'm coming again. Why am I with this thing? Why am I saying this thing, please? Now, like when something to delay with now. You just okay delay with this thing. Mazi. Because someone only provoke Ogi here now, who provoke Ogi more. You can even do something, say something can affect the leadership. And I want you to deal in this thing, please. Like when this guy known as South Africa, that Onyara known as South Africa, when born name is up, like the last one, this last one, this last one, maybe I read that more broadcast game get because somewhere in your broadcast and medical broadcast is number one. Then we go with that boy in attack with that guy. Your whole in Navy, cannot do me. I'm going to teach you. I'm happy to go put something now. But even we use it as such a word. And that is another way to because
that word, the whole Navy. Na this live broadcast, you see, on our Navy have by alum because such word had the long Mad use my village, you see a whole my village, I will get offended. So use such word only or born out of anger. And one big tender apology for that. I will definitely do it because it's a bad thing. That's when I'm not married there. If you wrong, it's tender apology. I am no punishment here with happiness because I'm no more at the wrong. Mania man battle I can remember I told them yes, I said it. And the whole Navy cannot stop me from doing what I am doing.
So that is why.
So that is a wrong statement. Thank you for reminding me. All the kitchen name. Okay.
So because sometimes older than that, like a Mars thing like we when I'm paying him as Mars up by the minute. I'm more good to I'm it take it takes because like that this guy no this age you don't make that. On I get where now. You will be because you will be again maybe you attack from leadership. So I like here. So
Negenti or non I respect every leadership. Manamu ana he kwene ezezo agba ime nwelo respect ebe nno enwelo m one single respect agba im the day o take that decision ani me kwe na live video people akpogo m sim tender apology to him amu gba ha na the only way get tender such apology but mama mu nwula nwu pota because I do him nothing and mazinam the Kano pota shikwam tender apology to agba im I quit IPOB to God who made me and you because the reason afam co-staying for the second time without any reason. And when image to protect, you can't be staining my image and be protecting your own image. If you love your image, you must protect other people's image. You can't just literally will have the then at social media insubordination. Then HN not on our leadership, no commander control. As if Najidofa na a media Mazi or former who is the head of media. Join again can age suspend them. A head of media here, Mazacha Polume, age suspend here. Asking head of media. And one any of them will keep them all last December 28th, this end time. Come one of them Nadagam now no Nenjiko, Mana Nadu SSs. Then Ishimu Echinine. Na mfu ebe ha na punish madu na mama address or diko you na shim you don't for there here shim join the autopilot. How oji evidence ojilie. So such things now they mem anything unfu nge question here because ejimo onwem we na-ekwu onwere nge ebe nkwo na this live video now ala gba onye obuna nka menitally here between me and my BDF ego nke mu akwa onye nkwuri anakia national coordinator gonaria na mako here. The detail here now. All these things. That's why I'm just saying I respect IPOB leadership. Man, when the single people, I can never respect them again. Also, go to she may have the leader of IPOB, the highest in Bumua quit. No long Man, somebody like Agba, man, me a live video because some people channel their channel pride. I can never ever respect that man or there or even anything my leader because may be fam to beyond anything there. After my there, so which means after imagine protect I can't. The king go to Ojimakia will suspend him now. Next a picture with Ifeanyi Uba. Now that with Ebubago and Nigerian police. IPOB media warrior. Echinine na shame that now these are the people now muya know with. This year to me no long until Mazi Apota. Apota and report all my issue to him. Opegi the Epechenya. Obuna. Opeti on engage will continue. Continue. Obuka not better here on engage where poor long gawa long. I go my way. A jilo many person who go. My dejilo mogo because IPOB once a battle IPOB. A goblin in a tinian IPOB. Once a poll on whether you guys say refund your own. That is life. And the more man katakwanoketa mother push show me join the Simon ever or the possible. Because Muhammad join the hands where scam wa Biafrans. Because Meteloba, Metelose, IPOB remain the only people who get restored Biafra. Also go to Nyaburu Eteloba Telose, Emelenu Emelana. Only IPOB will restore Biafra. Manamama Jimakana, Nchoe restore Biafra, 2 years for people who know now for Nigeria. Not possible. I'm not me pretend. So yen do a live video because when we get Monamadu we kid in a queer now. Onya je record your voice does he play be synonym that report expose. Iye mama na live video. Muna gina pankata ma gwage because ungwaga he record when your wallo need is smart. So I know how like Kamado play that is smart. Biashim na ya record in dish. Or nefum I decide to go munka because this last suspension is the worst and the last insult Madiganium and the third about the first and last. Any person get bono katoshin on defend the leadership or be on my platform or no labor no fear or sinama that ever join the autopilot. Mbatana that in live program. Nga dia question bobo no zangulo. Iyele na be ma any person on defend that. Or mana this 2024 I have put a stop for every kind of nonsense from any idiot at all. I am as an IPOB. IPOB is whiter than white and whiter than snow. On your natural IPOB before you made the person attack or before you put anything against the person. When the information you got on, the details, shut up your mouth because Anna Tumad Nalos and the more they are delayed to any person Nalos this time around. I'm not a joker. I'm not a joker. So on your name, like this is the from Potana Koyerina, Njuziana. Gini Kamaza Chebe Polume or Malo, KD Jasa, AJ Spellman, IPOB. I don't know we have code of conduct and another code of conduct here. They're not signal my own name. How can an IPOB when code of conduct monoma here in what the SS code of conduct of or Nigeria Kenya or IPOB? Why can't you read it? Ordinary Kukuye Dignaki Magunye, then they put on a live video than address. My the first spell and the second suspension is what I call Nigerian judicial system. And I can't qualify here. And it's an injustice. And I cannot take because I'm not protect the leadership.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, my brother. Then I can end this program.
Question to you now. The first and the second experience. And I only need the story. Now, I need the public apology.
Well, you need the name. Sorry. So, yeah, how I get media, how what they are people not to Nkebeziokwu simple. That the people Hana Chemalu Nkebeziokwu.
I know why I ask you that, and I believe that would be a mistake. They can err. He said yes. Then let me tell you, Master, please. Because on time I was being a major, a short number of a major, for me, you know, literally, let it end on let it end on that topic. Okay, work on this. No matter the provocation, let it end on that topic.
Yes, that is why you are single out if you can put DOS. Because I'm not buying my blood the whole DOS or blood DOS in suspension. DOS has suspended them. I buy him. And all men for his own benefit.
Like Moana, what leadership is all about, and also which please that it is very hard for leadership leadership to come out in the open and say, once time ago we offended members. If they do it, they can never do it, and I am not requesting that. When I say let them tell the people the truth, they know how they pass their information. Because okay, sorry to say this. In well, idea now few IPOB media warrior BS Mazi Chike does him to expel me, and he did that. In well idea. I'm not saying it on air, and I challenge any of them. As a leadership, he could take such a decision because my national coordinator could aware. My regional coordinator aware, which I confronted them. Hashim Nahadila, we're not Radio Biafra, not the first time I'm here. Okay, my coordinator of Napoli and Otto. No, now Biamakam, Ulunang Bedo, not from Radio Biafra. Then now I can't on Otto, only Olunang Bedo, then I from Radio Biafra. Is that a there? Is that a Keduko Jasan? Now, you won't come up anything. Another me we will not even protect your name before Pafamado because he got this show now. He followed the due process. Obonagwa my coordinator of these people and well musobu with that one. Ekweshi igwa mi yemme and well musobu nanya ma memelia. Mobo ni gwalo mi yemme we Pafam na Radio Biafra or we many suspension. My brother, Mona gige nwegidi issue enya because on now your name the value to you can kemu the value to me. And when we put on and maybe put on for even idiot in the Jafam name my video name analyze not pottery on her. Imafum can respond to them because I'm not well haba. Man, this IPO behind on ya Mazi, Kaya Lique, MH bomb nanomako can call a lot of things. And well, a lot of things in Aga on or below on your Kuya Panty Aboa. Unge but Obula on a live video. That is why you are shaking. To the extent the Madobe Maka, the idiot non of Finland, Simon Epper. I'm a go deviate, and I'm a pathology deviate here. And I watch any person. And the leadership, like Abraham Keta, that they had time. Cheteno Nakahaju Ewai, Makabanon of Nigerian flag, Flanikau, and the rest. Well, what that I'm a year there. So, Ian now remind Deloha, I will continue reminding them they need to step up their game. And I will continue be doing it. That is not an attack. And one of the NATO leadership. Ndi NATO ga NATO but anolo noti that from abulotito so more accordingly a reminder but what I cannot do is to attack them. Step up your game is not an attack, it's just a reminder. Kahamalu na haka step up game. Simple as that. Because I'm a lot of people analyze at their meeting or ye kahana and I'm stepping up of game, you have that when if there is something inside you, the plan, that this is what they would do. Because people that will come and ask you, what do you think that they should do that question is irrelevant.
Muamakuya na social media here. Unless monya bomunonya na akuzi ngwe onya record is get post onya malozia no blomu awoputere na social media. No onya akure. Like end this program now. It come now privately. Ishimi here a drummers. Ngana zage simple.
But please, you don't follow I like it.
Onya bu hero worshiper. We know I'm the level of their mentality. Under this kind of people in your leadership have one and news book. On the behane their leadership anya one collapse hakana jahama. Soro mukene ya na nyamahu ole bube ya kene ijuanya anagbe ya onondo do ya potakita a Christian ya potashigi my ear have ear, my eye have seen, what Jesus is doing. Meanwhile, he or she is dying in abject poverty. Well, okay, man, on agree. All ndo to judo for and they talk at US for her. Catch how you a hard cup. I know how much all those things now. I know how much all those things. I'm the category. Malo, they are all hero worshippers. And then they can't find able hard cup. We stand with the DOS. Or he come not with the DOS. Or book ad may you do it or you do no. In social media and delete many people down. Or bodika or dress a male bensi. Malo things may go before pota. Malo can wiki me or malo that night. A freedom fight especially this soft. And the freedom fight especially be a hero worshipper. A freedom fight especially dina la chike. Because so la chike and no a lot of weakling as a coordinator. Tata. That is the truth. Mazinga rapogi here and Bembecha Ikalia because I got me end this program. I'm a modiaka or you the onya potare giant pilot. Nde womazi. Onya potaisia a giant pilot. You are not as strong. You are not as strong as this and that. Which you know get strong, get kimetego. What have you done? What have you done at this struggle? Many positions people like you have handled. You do your achievement in that position, if not stagnant or backward. And now what you need things move forward. Imagine ye question me. You need action. Unashina burger for war. Or not Kamazinam they can negotiate Nigeria. We need referendum. Nigerian government actually no now call for war. Give this which again in Nigeria now. Step up game shows that they already have a game. Now step it up. I know here now call you there. Mother this year, mother make it no blue saga then at this platform because you like I pull any person, I follow me any person this year. This year, actually, you know, he watch at this program for no Nigeria government can may expose on whether bastala IPOB, on whether bastalo IPOB leadership, or naka one bingo potajuam or KD leadership. When you this platform is for matured people, or none no kita this year. It draw many things Maka Simon Epa, Eziokum Madi and Gwage. Ebon or Diane Gwage, it draw many things Maka US, Eziokum Madi and Gwage, Ebon or Diane Gwage, all ne like ya, gap portion our work. Quick for all this no nonsense. Madame Mekonia Ben or this year. Honorable quite long you. Respect yourself. No long waggy. Isin Isha Chajugogi, Niga Bizu na 2022. Mbutelum or Bayalana IPOB. Each or you Kabusaga, every idiot, every person now be infiltrator. As if name my year infiltrator. I think it define infiltrator. He got defined the infiltrator. I think it called the characteristic of saboteur. A man young. Obu no jack was saboteur and this Kenya Bona Njuebulu saboteur. Do you know that all of everybody is now a saboteur? Nigeria will label everybody a terrorist. You put on my program. Obuna, you walk away. If you're not just you join autopilot because in a calendar no autopilot. No, we're going to autopilot. You want make a hammer. Guy, no here, Dana is usually. Bandindi, Jacko, Jam here, Jackie to Guinea Kanji, Indian Kato, Guinea Kato Tenny. Okay, for failure, poor failure. I'll be the last person to defend failure. That happened here.